lot of thinking.
All right. And there it is.
Live?
We've launched. We're good. We're good to go.
Alive!
All right.
All right, babe. It's Friday, Facebook Live. Loving every minute of it. Thanks for joining us right here on Facebook. We're on all kinds of different channels and coming to you each and every Friday live.
It's good. I think that people want to, people can see. I don't know if they necessarily want to see, but they have the opportunity to be able to see what's going on behind the scenes here in the studio.
It's nice to be face to face.
Well, I think it's someday, I used to wonder what some of the disc jockeys of old looked like when I was, early 90s listening to 92.5. And I thought, what does Denny Schaefer actually look like? And I had no idea.
Yeah.
And were you disappointed?
Of course not. Of course not.
It's weird. No, you really do. It's just like reading a book. You get in your mind a character and what they look like. And sometimes it is a little bit disappointing when they don't fit. I remember when I was working at WIOT, we used to do all these bar nights. And I met this guy who goes, "Oh, I used to listen to you all the time," or "I do listen to you all the time." And he goes, "You're nothing like what I imagined you'd look like." And I go, "Oh." I said, "What did you imagine?" And of course, I'm a whole of 5'3.5" or 5'4". He's like, "Oh, I thought you'd be about 5'9", long raven hair, blah, blah, blah." I'm like,
goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, bye now. But he was very disappointed. I will tell you that.
I always get that.
Man.
I thought you'd be tall. You sound taller.
You sound taller. You sound like you have longer hair. That's.
And I was like, well, what does tall sound like?
Mhm.
Actually.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Well, this hour of the Facebook Friday Live is brought to you by the attorneys of Hames Timbers. You don't want to be caught unaware. I mean, let's face it. If you're in a situation where somebody's wants to take you to court, you want to make sure that you've got some good attorneys on your side. And these guys are it. They're actually my attorneys.
Oh, nice. You got a whole team of attorneys on your side.
Oh man, and though I've never needed them. I have on occasion needed to call and get a consultation. Just say, "Hey, what should I do about this?"
Right.
There were a couple. I don't want to say it. I don't want to. I don't actually want to say my
dirt right away. Let's get into some dirt.
There was
right away.
There was a situation where a mother had reached out to me and said that her daughter was going to she was going to start her own little podcast and wanted to use the in the 419 thing, and she was calling me to see if that was okay. Oh, Len, we love your hands.
Good Lord, Len. I thought your hands would be bigger.
And I didn't know how to answer the question she had written to me. So I called him and I said, "Listen, here's the situation. Do I allow that? Do I not?" And he said, "Under no circumstance are you allowed to tell a little girl that she's not allowed to do something." He said, "Your career will be over." And I said, "Yep, you're absolutely right." So
what did she end up using? Girl in the 419?
No, you know what? I don't think she ended up using anything. In fact, I said, I'd be more than happy if you want to, pursue this. I'll even interview you, help give some, I said, there are some people that don't like me. I would hate, believe it or not.
I don't
believe it or not.
That
there
are,
are, I said, I would hate for people to assume that you're involved with me, like, because they might not like you if they think that you're, I said, and I've painted myself literally into a corner of Northwest Ohio. So I said, if you're looking to go beyond.
Right. Well, it's worked out good though.
Hey, you want to know something weird?
Sure.
You said I couldn't use wireless, but I'm hearing my mic in here and I'm hearing yours. I don't know how, but I connected.
Really?
Connected to what? Your phone?
I don't know. It's in these little headphones.
What are the headphones listening to?
Nothing.
Okay. I think maybe you had the Jeep down too. The wind was pressing on your head maybe a little bit.
I'm hearing us.
Well, how are they not connected to anything? So you just put random headphones in and you hear the thing through the thing.
I'm hearing. Look, check this out.
No, I believe you. I believe you. I just don't know what it's.
I don't know what it's connected to either.
Is it your laptop? Bluetooth? It's got to be connected to something. There's no possible way you would be hearing it.
Maybe it's connected to the computer.
It's not
possible.
connected. That computer doesn't have Bluetooth.
No, my
Oh.
my own laptop.
It
here.
might be on yours.
These
See?
are the fun things that we
See?
are that we
I love
that we
to
get to
troubleshoot,
experience.
man. I love to
Here
figure
it
it out.
is. Darla, good morning. Good morning, Darla. How's your day starting off? Feel free write us with any questions or comments that you have. I had a few things. All right. I know it's early, but I'm gonna start in on it. We got our breakfast in today.
Oh yeah.
Do you like Timbits?
I don't even know what they are. What's Timbits?
Like donut holes.
Oh, okay. All right. I mean, probably don't not like them.
So I swung through Tim Hortons this morning because I knew that I was going to be in the situation where I wanted coffee, and it doesn't hurt to have a donut. So I'm going to pass these along. This also shows people that we are actually in the same room. I had a couple people ask me in the past week. They're like, "So are you guys in the same room or are you in separate rooms?"
Ooh,
I said,
Timbits.
So I actually got these with the Kazubi app, and I saved 10%. Not going to brag.
Nice.
Don't want to brag, but I saved 10% at Tim Hortons
Hey, man,
by using the Kazubi app. So you can actually go on, download the app for free, and then you can use those. And the coolest thing about it is that after I redeemed that coupon, it said Michael McCarty earned 50 cents just by me spending money. How about that?
nice.
Well, I think I'm going to have to go download that.
You should, and I'm going to put it in here.
Okay.
Darla says, "I'm good. How are you guys doing?"
We're doing good now that you're here with us, Darla.
Thank you for responding.
We got a few people watching on different pages. Where are we going? Just to the K100 page and your page, or are we going to my page as well?
We're going everywhere. We're going to a guy in the 419. We're going to Marco Nation. We're going to K100.
Wow, dude, we are literally everywhere. You can't stop it.
Worldwide, right?
Actually, worldwide.
I didn't realize how far K100 stretched.
Oh, 50,000 watts.
That's it's huge.
We are a power.
I mean, I was up at Devil's Lake over the weekend,
So are we.
and it was still
You were not.
you were
on the radio.
on the
right?
radio.
Oh,
You were.
okay.
You were right there. You were right there with me.
Yeah. What do you mean we weren't there?
All right. So I got my coffee. I got my donuts. I got everything I need, and I got it 10% off because of the Kazubi app, which you can download. I put it in here, kazubi.com. Go there, check it out, download, and you can actually sign your kids up for free. So I'm
Marco
going to be.
wasn't actually at Devil's Lake over the weekend, but he did discover this week for the very first time Maumee Bay.
Oh, really?
We did. Yeah. I was like, what is going on over here? There's a couple of beaches. People were excited. I was like, what?
Nice marina. They got a great campground too.
Yeah. Yeah. I drove.
So,
Was on the motorcycle. Just decided to go around. And I was like, why did my friend Lynn, who lives over here, not tell me about all this? Here's your donut holes.
Thought I had.
my family
10
used to
bits.
go.
See, we're handing these around. You see that? See,
We're all in the same studio. We're all here together.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess we could put another. But then where would the other camera go? That's the thing we would have to find out.
Like, what would the setup be on the?
Well,
on the
yeah,
screen?
yeah.
Well,
exactly.
we'd figure it out. I almost think like a center thing, and then you got the 3 around it. We can always
All right.
work around
I
it.
love it, man.
My family used to go camping at Maumee Bay every summer. It was a great time.
It's so close, and yet you feel a world away. I love.
You
Maumee
really
Bay.
do. You really do. But the hotel there is nice. They've got great cabins out there.
Love.
I
the
heard
cabin.
about the cabins. I definitely heard about them.
Cabins are nice. The hotel's nice. They got a great pool. They've got a nice restaurant. Last time I was there, it was pretty nice. I don't know. Hopefully, it is stayed up to the same.
They do. They keep very nice care of it. So we were talking about National Dive Bar Day today. So that's our Facebook question of the day.
Oh,
So let's see if we're getting any quick responses to this. Not yet, but what about you, Pat? If you had to pick a favorite, I know that you go and you get to know all of these
Yeah.
places.
and I do love dive bars.
All right, give us a couple you
Oh.
love.
One of my favorites was Papa Joe's over on Monroe Street, right next to JoJo's.
Were there a
Yeah.
lot of single ladies there? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they had one pool table in it. They had JoJo's was right next door, so there'd always be like,
My friend
You know-
Tom used to be there a lot.
is that right?
He loved that
A
place.
sausage pizza sitting up on the on the warm up. They're just kind of getting old, and at 11:30 at night, you'd be looking at that pizza and thinking, "Yes, that sounds really good." And you know what? It was fantastic. It was delicious. I also like the Four Horsemen.
You know what? I've never been there. Here, I always how great the burgers are in there.
Oh, incredible
Mhm.
burgers at the
I
Four
love it.
Horsemen.
4 Horses sounds good. Are there single ladies there?
There are the most
You
beautiful,
see where we're going with this?
the most beautiful single ladies there
Is that true?
at the Four
I
Horsemen.
don't think that's true, but I'm going to write it down just in case.
Another one. It's not really so much of a dive. I think it's trying to be a dive bar. I think it kind of goes for that, and that's Andy and Barney's over in Mayberry.
Oh, okay.
Where's it at? Mayberry?
Yeah, Mayberry Square over in Sylvania, right across from Centennial Terrace.
It's almost hard to be a dive bar in Mayberry Square.
It really is, but I think that's kind of what they're kind of
You
going
need
because
kind-
it's small.
right? Mhm.
Well, what constitutes as a dive bar? How do you? I mean, obviously, like Frogtown Johnny's is not a dive bar.
First of all, you've
that's
got to have
sports
a great
bar.
name.
You have to have a great name.
Don't
Okay,
you think?
sure.
And I think it can't be too nice. It can't be too new. It's got to be comfortable. Like it's got a history. At least in my opinion, it's got to have a feel of a history. God bless you. Like there's been many a story told at that bar, and
Yeah.
I don't know. It just has to have a certain.
It's got to have a history to it.
I think so.
You can't. So in a way,
You can't just make a dive.
You
bar.
can't open a dive bar right now.
I think
and
that's-
just say this is a dive bar.
Not in my opinion.
What if it were a place called the Dive Bar? What if I opened up a bar and I called it the Dive Bar?
I guess it depends. I mean, I like it. I like it. If I were to open one, maybe I would call it a dive, the dive bar.
Yeah.
So I like the premise of it. I like the direction of it. And maybe if you took on an old building and called it the dive bar.
Right. So Margarita Garcia says, but the Four Horsemen is closed down.
What? That had to be really recent.
That had to have been. Do you know,
We just did a
Margarita? Do you know when
sweet
that
deal with them.
happened? That's insane. That breaks my heart. If that's true, it like closed down forever.
Hopefully it was a temporary thing.
Oh man.
Oh, that place has got history.
Oh, so much.
I mean, didn't they at one point in time have some big bad fire there or something and reopened its doors? And I mean that we did a sweet deal with them, and the owner, the manager had come in and they were talking to us about the history of that place. And
Yeah.
it'd be
Where you
terrible.
go into it and you can see the history on the walls. Literally, they had newspaper clippings of the Four Horsemen on the walls. So, that's wow. All right. Well, what other dive bars? What you said yours is the
Crazy Lady out in Curtis.
I don't think I've ever been there.
You need to, because not only is it really comfortable and it's really got great people in there, they have got a really unique and wonderful menu. I mean, you can go in there and get, chicken chunks, which are really great. They, as a matter of fact, were in some kind of a competition and really ranked high in this chicken chunks competition. But you can do that, or you can get broiled coconut shrimp. That's amazing. I mean, it's just crazy.
Wow.
What'd you get at the Crazy Lady?
Wow. That's incredible.
Mhm.
Have you discovered any dive bars around here, Marco, that you're a big fan of?
No, I'm not good at going out and doing stuff.
Or get down, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you got to Mommy Bay though. That's
Yeah, I was riding my motorcycle, and I thought what would be fun is to go to Mommy Bay, but I just kind of landed there. So, but yeah,
well, good. I'm glad that you liked it.
yeah, it was good. It was.
that's terrific.
I was shocked to see that there's beaches and sand.
Tell you what, if you're looking to get a little ride in and find yourself at a nice beach bar, where I guarantee you there will be beautiful single ladies.
You had me at single lady.
You want to go out to Doc's Beach Bar in Port Clinton.
Doc's Beach Bar, Port Clinton.
Yep. You're right out there. It's right on the water. You can order a drink, walk out onto the sand. You
What?
forget that you're in Northwest Ohio for a while. It's
All right, hang on. K100, Toledo's country music station. We are Lynn and Marco. Thank you so much for being right here with us. It's the Friday Facebook Live. We invite Guy in the 419, Pat McCurdy's in here with us. Good morning, Pat.
good morning, Marco.
You brought
and
us some donut holes. What are they called?
Goodbye.
Timbits?
Timbits, and
Yeah.
I've got the regular donuts too.
Oh my gosh, you're crazy, dude.
It's great.
All right. Well, we're live on Facebook, so you can join us right there and say hi to us on this Friday Facebook Live. If you have anything good going on. We'd love to hear your Feel Good Friday story as well. Weather for today, well, today is going to be the day, man. Sunny, less humid, 82. I'm going to jump on the motorcycle at 10:05. Well, no, I got a bunch of stuff to do after work, but after that. Clear tonight, mostly clear. 64 for the low tomorrow. Clouds and sunshine and a scattered thunderstorm or two tomorrow, high near 78.
It's 72 now. Your weather is sponsored by Jim White Toyota. See what the Jim White Toyota Advantage is all about. Cars are arriving daily. Right car, right price, right now. Traffic continues to be in fine shape. We don't have any accidents or tie-ups. 419-240-1000. Call or text that number anytime you see traffic troubles so we can pass it along. It's sponsored by Perrysburg Premier Garage Door.
All right, lots of different ways to get your tough love with Siri. It's super easy. You can either call or text. You can go to our website, which is k100country.com. Right there, you can actually fill out that form. It comes to us. We'll ask questions to our very special Siri for you there. In case you don't know or you're new to our show, we have a Siri that's on the very first operating system, and she was quite mean at first, and they had to tame her back, but we kept the version that was super mean, and we ask her questions each and every day at 6:20 and 8:20. Today's no different. We've got Sandy who lives in Maumee. Sandy says, Siri, my boyfriend erased all my shows on the DVR for his stupid golf shows. Oh boy. What do you think I should actually do?
I would kill him for that. Ha 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 ha. Kidding, but seriously, erasing the DVR before someone has been able to watch all of the shows that they have taped is a terrible thing to do. Now you will have to watch the shows when they run again on regular TV, and ain't nobody got time for that. Resist the urge to seek vengeance by deleting all of his recorded shows, because you will be able to hold that mistake over his head forever. In reality, that is what is important here. The key to a successful marriage is exploiting your significant other's mistakes for your own advantage until the end of time.
True that.
Something
is
to that.
unbelievably true.
Don't tell me that you
Unreal.
haven't done that to Chuck, boy. Remember 2 years ago when you did this?
I know.
Oh, yeah. That's why I'm single. We got this from Adam this morning in Sylvania. Thank you for checking in, Adam. He says simply this: Siri, why is my family so dysfunctional?
Your family is dysfunctional because, well, let's be honest about this. They are probably a bunch of train wrecks. You should be glad about that though. The crazier and bigger of a group of shows your family seems like, the more normal everyone else will think that you are. Life isn't about being perfect, it's about being less of a wild lunatic disaster than the people you surround yourself with. You should thank your family for being a bunch of nut jobs.
See? If
Normal.
your family's a bunch of nutjobs, you seem super normal.
The juxtaposition of it, you seem less. Yeah,
Ex-
you're much. You're. This guy's normal. Look at you.
Exactly.
Compared to his brother,
Yeah.
man.
Exactly.
That is hilarious.
We get mail for Lynn and Marco and Siri.
Oh my gosh. Did you guys? Were you guys able to hear? Were they able to hear that on the
I'm checking. Mine
live
is way-
podcast?
They should have. I think they've hooked it up now where they should be able to hear if I just put everything in phone. But
Trenton Stickland says hello, Trenton, and Darla says you guys are making me want to go to Tim Hortons and get tidbits. That's
maybe we can ask them if they heard, because I'm it all caught up at once. So I don't know.
okay.
I was trying to see the. I'm fascinated with the real time closed captioning, which is insane. I mean, people have no idea how hard that is to. It used to be to get closed captioning, but now they have a computer that listens to every word we say and writes it down. Which
And it comes up in real time.
Yeah,
It is wild.
So I'm watching it as we do it. So I was trying to see if the closed caption had Siri, then I would know that it was on there, but it skipped past it. So so did you hear the Siri if you're watching, if you're one of the 10 or 15 people here watching us live?
Okay, Kevin says, yes, I heard. Kevin, welcome back.
Kevin is really our test. He's our
Now we had 3 Kevins last week. who were
Last
paying
week we had
attention.
3
Is this
Kevins.
Kevin Webb.
This is Kevin Webb.
I love
that should
you,
be a
Kevin.
podcast called 3 Kevins.
I could
Let's-
do that.
Let's make it
Love it,
happen.
man. Hey, welcome to our 3 Kevins podcast. I gotta go get a Diet Mountain Dew. I'll be right back.
That is how he stays awake.
I love Kevin Webb. He did our We did a loft. We created a loft upstairs, and he did the build on it. He's
Is that right?
so talented.
And did a great job, of
Did
course.
an
right?
amazing job. So talented.
Yes.
It's you get so used to calling on someone, not having them call you back, not following through, pricing changing. None of that with web builders.
That's-
Absolutely love you, Kevin. Love the job that you did. We enjoy that space so much.
Kevin's going to be one of our sponsors
That
here
is so
in the
cool.
in the
I
near
love
future.
that.
We talked about. He says it's gorgeous. No, you told me about that before.
Yeah.
I think you showed me pictures of it.
Oh my gosh, it added
that it
like
looks incredible.
300 square feet to our living space that we didn't have, that we utilized so much. My office is up there now, Kevin. You probably don't know that. I told you I was going to move it up there, and it is. So
That's great.
Mhm.
So let us hear from you guys. So it's Friday morning, Facebook Friday Live, and I know it's in the 6 o'clock hour, which is sponsored by Hames Timbers. And I've got a brain teaser for you guys. If you're ready for it,
Ready?
you ready for it?
Oh yeah.
Okay, here it is. You peel the outside and cook the inside, and then you eat the outside and throw away the inside. What is it?
All right, because of course, at first I'm thinking egg until you said you eat the outside.
Yeah. Peel the outside, cook the inside, and then you eat the outside and throw away the inside. Anybody watching, if you guys want to chime in, if anybody wants to take a guess that's watching live right now, you're allowed to. This is the 6 o'clock brain teaser.
Oh man, goodness gracious.
I am stumped. I'm gonna have to give this some thought. I'll give it some thought as I'm working.
Darla says a hard-boiled egg. It is not a hard-boiled egg,
No.
Darla.
Because he said you eat the outside.
Well, but if you had an egg, you peel, so you hard boil the egg,
Mhm.
then you actually peel the outside,
Yeah.
right? And then now the inside of the egg becomes what you've eaten, and if you throw away the yolk, then you would throw away the inside. So theoretically,
Who
it
would
could
throw
be
away
an
the
egg
yolk?
if
It
you
could,
threw
but
away
you-
the yolk.
In this situation, the inside that you throw away, you never consume.
Okay.
Nobody ever consumes. You have the right idea. I mean, you got the right idea. You're on the right track. You're
Right.
just with the wrong food. Potatoes. It is not potatoes. Carrie Meyer Swagler. I like that name. Swagler. Swag.
She's got some swag with
She
her.
has some swag. No, Trenton, it is not an avocado,
Oh, that was a good one.
right? Peel the outside.
It's not like a trick
Oh,
question.
gosh, watch.
It's something that you would really.
Guess what?
Oh,
Cheapest price for regular unleaded reported this morning is $2.96. You're going to find it at an unbranded store there at South Toledo and Thayer. BP $2.97. That's at the Woodville Road and Lemoyne store. So you can find your cheap regular unleaded there, $2.99. Cheapest diesel price reported this morning, $3.35. That's at the Meyer Central and Meyer Drive. Got all the lowest prices online at K100country.com.
That's the only thing sucks about turning everything down.
yeah.
I didn't realize.
Yeah, because usually that's like a Pavlov's dog thing, and you hear it.
Avocado. It's not an avocado because you don't cook an
repeat
avocado.
It, Darla says.
Yes. So you peel the outside and you cook the inside. And then you eat the outside and throw away the inside.
It's tough.
It is a tough one. That's why it's called a brain teaser.
It's teasing the old
It's
brain.
teasing the brain and the extra wrinkles on there.
Don't know.
All right. Ready for the answer?
An eggplant.
It is not an eggplant.
Okay, then I
It is corn. It's corn.
Corn. Could
Peel
be
the outside,
Yeah.
cook the inside.
yeah.
And now you eat the outside of it.
Oh,
and you throw away the
because-
inside.
Yes.
There we go. And that
well, you
is
have to say
your
corn with husk on it.
right.
Yeah,
Yep. It
that's
is
the
that.
caveat.
And That's your 6 o'clock hour brain teaser. You know what shouldn't be a brain teaser? What to do if somebody comes at you with a lawsuit. You shouldn't have to worry about that because you should already be talking
Or what if
to
they
the
come
people
you
at
with a
Hames
ball-peen
Timbers
hammer?
and make sure that you got yourself covered, because they're going to take care of you. They got everything. They've got personal injury, they got wrongful death, business litigation, employment issues, employment discrimination defense, everything. They cover the gambit. So
And like you said, there's so many questions that can come up, and to know that you can trust somebody and give them a call to advise you is really important.
Absolutely. And it's whether or not you have you could have a business, you could not have a business. Just, having somebody there in your corner
Makes a difference.
that you can, just know it. It's almost, you kind of breathe a sigh. And plus it's kind of cool to throw around. So when you say something like, well, I was talking to my lawyer the other day, like, oh, you have a lawyer. You didn't call that guy that has the name on the urinal cake. That's good. I'm glad you didn't. I'm glad you have somebody that you can actually trust and you have in your corner. So yeah, contact, it's Bonnie Hames and Tom Timmers. They're great people. Christian Mauder, corn on the cob. You're exactly right. Corn on the cob.
You get to a certain age and you really do need an attorney, though, don't you? It's like, you say my attorney, my accountant, they're people that you need.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Do you have a hairstylist?
My daughter.
Do you?
Don't, sorry, Carly. I don't want anybody to say, well, then why aren't they doing your hair? But
No. I'm just wondering, because you have all these different things. Like you said, you have an accountant, you have a hairstylist, I have a hairstylist.
You got good hair.
I have to have a hairstylist. This is
if you have that Jeep and the top down,
oh my God,
you definitely need a hairstylist.
It's oh man, I have to pull it back with a hair tie and
nice
whips everywhere.
All right, stand by
everywhere.
That's Jason Aldean, Carrie Underwood on K100 with Lynn and Marco. Your sports report brought to you by Zavotski's Custom Meats and Deli. Thank you for them to do that. What do you got when Britney Spears goes against NBA rookie Victor Wembanyama?
What?
Yeah, apparently there's an assault charge. This is happening at Wembley. So they did the tennis thing, right? Mm-hmm. And apparently what happened in Las Vegas Wednesday, Spears was allegedly struck in the face by Damian Smith, who's the security for the San Antonio Spurs. So Victor plays for the Spurs. Brittany went up to say hi to him and kind of grabbed his arm, and that's when his security team apparently struck her. It's all kind of a weird whole situation. It's still happening now. So now there's a big investigation going on with all the basketballs. The Spurs are involved and the NBA is involved, and everyone's trying to figure out who said what. But apparently he said he didn't know who she was. Later went to Spears' table to apologize, saying you don't know, or you know how it is when you're being swarmed by fans, which I'm sure Brittany knows, but she just went up to say hi to him, and that's when his security team attacked her. So we'll see what's going on with that. But that's a crazy situation that's happening there in your sports. That's enough sports. Here's Lynn.
That's enough sports. Lynn's got your fix in the 419.
There's a couple of places that's pretty exciting that they are reopening. I don't know how often they get country music into the place, but Frankie's Inner City returns. They've got a big grand show happening this weekend. There's a bar in East Toledo that has been there for, I bet you, 50, 60 years anyway. And it's been family owned for a long time. They're very excited about getting it reopened. Event date that they're doing it is tomorrow. So enjoy that. Or maybe enjoy Ice Cream Penguin Palace has finally reopened. Family-owned business there, and they, of course, had the roof torn off during a storm recently, and they've got it reopened, and people are enjoying ice cream again there in the town of Maumee. As a matter of fact, really nice for so many people to get in line and to celebrate the reopening of Penguin Palace. So,
wow.
Great way to beat the heat the last couple of days, and you can continue to do it now for many years to come. They're located, of course, on River Road in Maumee.
That is awesome. All right, we're working on stories here for your country music news. What do you got coming up here so far for us?
Lainey Wilson, she's enjoying a lot of success, and it looks like she's got a cool little thing that you can help support her with. We'll tell you about the new merch that's coming out of her camp. And Luke Combs had talked about how he hadn't heard from Tracy Chapman yesterday.
Yeah.
She came through.
Oh, that's all you got to do is talk about it, and then it happens.
To his big hit.
All right, I love that. We'll do your country music news coming up in just a couple of minutes. In fact, after Kane Brown's One Mississippi, here with Lynn and Marco on Toledo's K100.
I was reading about that yesterday, Luke, that Tracy Chapman, she was thrilled.
She should be. She
was
number
thrilled
one
that her
writing credit.
What was that, 1989 that her song came out?
Yeah.
And Luke Combs, and now it's charting. Is it number one?
Number one.
It is number one.
Charting number one.
And by charting it number one, he helped her make history, and that it is the first ever African American female to have a solo credit on a song that was written on the country pop charts.
Luke Combs making history.
Making.
Did I tell you I met Luke Combs?
You didn't.
I did. I was it was over at the Casual Pint, and they were this was back in 2019, 2018 maybe even. So he was still, he was still fairly new, but they were stopping by. They stopped by the hotel over on Secor, across from the Casual Pint, and they just stopped in the Casual Pint for a beer, and I happened to be there and took a picture with him. Nice guy.
I have a feeling that even after all his success, you're going to still meet that guy.
Yeah.
If you come across him too, which is cool.
That's good. I like that. Another country music artist I met just as he was starting out, I think I told you this before, it was Jason Aldean.
Yes.
Very soft hands.
Yeah.
Unusually soft hands.
You could be a hand model.
I shook his hand. I shook his hand, and I just thought the thought, oh my God, this is like, you like sleep with it like a glove covered in Vaseline at night. What do you
Let me ask
do?
you this: if you're a guy, is that what you want somebody to remember you for?
It's not a bad thing.
No, but
Well,
is
it's
it
not like
a good
Jason
thing?
Aldean is out on the side of the road fixing ditches. He's
Right.
just
Right.
basically singing. So.
Yeah.
I don't want to shake some guy's hand and have them be softer than my own.
It was like unnaturally soft. It was wild.
Hmm.
I hope that I hope, like, just like Luke Combs, I hope he's still the same nice guy. I hope Jason Aldean's hands are just as soft as they were the day that I met him.
They probably are. Probably softer now that he has all the money.
He should have calluses, shouldn't he, from playing guitar?
Playing guitar, right?
You don't get
Well,
a
his
callus.
fingertips. I didn't really feel his fingertips. It
Oh.
was, more the palm of his
That's
hand.
funny.
Yeah.
But there are some things that you
Oddly
get
enough,
out
his
about
fingertips
people.
have calluses, but his palm of his hands very soft. So
Yes.
It's like a weird
Right.
dynamic going on.
I don't go any further. But it is funny how certain things stand out about somebody when you meet them.
Yeah.
James Keith Urban, I will always, if somebody asks me about meeting him, yes, nice guy. But the thing that stood out about him to me, he smelled amazing.
Did he really?
He smelled amazing.
You know who doesn't smell
those
amazing?
Australians.
It's Brad Pitt.
Really?
Brad Pitt.
Does not smell amazing.
He looks like he may have used to smell good.
Maybe, but he went on this whole. He doesn't use any soaps. He doesn't wash his hair.
See, I thought he looked
Yeah,
greasier than he
so when I
did
met him, I
in
was
years
like,
past.
Bro, what is happening here? All right, you ready?
That's gross.
Yeah. That's Kane Brown on K100, Toledo's country music station. Lynn and Marco with you here. Mostly sunny today and much less humid. Great day to get out and have some fun. 82 going to be your high for today. Mostly clear tonight, low down to 64 for tomorrow. Intervals of clouds and sunshine. Scattered shower or storm here tomorrow, high near 78.
Right now it's 72 at Toledo's K100. Your weather is sponsored by Jim White Toyota. See what the Jim White Toyota Advantage is all about with cars arriving daily. Right car, right price, right now. And traffic, we're fine. We don't have any accidents on the board. There are no incidents that should slow you down. So get to where you need to be on time and let us know if you do come across trouble. Our number is 419-240-1000. It's sponsored by the good folks at Perrysburg Premier Garage Door.
All right, time to figure out what's going on in Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee.
We told you earlier in the week that Luke Combs had not heard a word from Tracy Chapman about his success with her song Fast Car. It was true at the time, but Tracy has since talked to Billboard magazine about the success of her 35-year-old hit on the country chart. She said, never expected to find myself on the country charts, but honored to be there. Says, I'm very happy for Luke and his success and grateful that new fans have found and embraced Fast Car. So not only does the song give Luke one of the fastest rising hits of his career, also provides an unlikely jolt to the career of Tracy, who had more or less retired for years. Not only is she getting some welcome revenue from the song, but the song has been #1 on the country charts, and again marks the first time in music history a song solely written by a Black woman has hit #1 on those charts. So very, very exciting. That Luke's version of the song, about $500,000 in global publishing royalties, and the bulk of that goes to Chapman, who owns both writers and publishers share of the song.
Wow.
So that's really huge. Somebody else who is looking to have that kind of success with a cover of a pop tune, Nate Smith. He's covering Snow Patrol's Chasing Cars, has been teasing that on social media. Lainey Wilson, of course, everywhere these days. And now she's partnered with Stanley Brand for a new collaboration that a lot of fans are going to love this summer. She's teamed up with the travel mug company to create a limited edition Stanley Brand Lainey Wilson Quencher H2O tumbler. It's a 40-ounce travel mug inspired by her song Watermelon Moonshine and features a pink and green exterior.
Yeah, here she's talking about it.
We teamed up with Stanley and we made our very own Watermelon Moonshine edition. I mean, it looks like a watermelon, y'all. Might have me some watermelon moonshine in here too. Comes out July 11th.
Boy,
She's
her
so
accent
cute.
is
It is thick. There's no question. And you know, she recently revealed that she tried out for American Idol 7 times and never made it past the first round.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy? She also tried out for The Voice, failed there as well. So your lesson for that, never, ever give up on your dreams.
Yeah, I tried out for The Bachelor, but they didn't even look at my tape. So she got farther than I got.
Jelly Roll Boy, he's about the hottest thing in country music right now, straddling the fence between rock and country. Huge following on both sides of it. We had mentioned that his wife Bunny had helped him out with a haircut earlier in the week, and now she's announced on her socials that she's going to be accompanying her husband on his upcoming tour and appearing at meet and greets with him as she is enjoying so much attention on social media. She too, a rising star.
Here's what he said about
Every night that Jay has a concert, I get a lot of you tagging me, upset that I'm not there. Your girl is preserving her energy for the next 4 months. We kick off a 4-month tour, July 28th. I will be with Daddy at every single show, and we're about to announce meet and greet packages so that you can meet me, Chachi, Mimi, Haley. So I'll see you guys on the road, I promise.
Me. Sorry. Flamboyant is one word people attach to her. Flashy could be another, but she does have a following. And country legend Bill Anderson, he is about to receive another honor and a long, long list of career accolades. He's going to be honored by the Grand Ole Opry for his lengthy tenure as a member of the show's cast. It's going to happen on Saturday, July 22nd. He was inducted in the Opry family back in 1961. That was also a July date. Membership hasn't lapsed in those 62 years, meaning he has surpassed the late Herman Crook as the longest serving memory in the Opry's history.
Wow.
That's your country music news update. You want anything more on these artists or stories, make sure you check out our Facebook page and the website, K100country.com. Isn't that crazy about Lainey Wilson? 7 times trying out for American Idol and not making it past the first round.
That's unreal.
It really is, because she is so charismatic too. I can't imagine her standing up in front of those judges and them not saying that girl's got something.
And then how did she get up to where she is? I mean, she just kept trying,
They
right?
always say Nashville's a 10-year town, and so if you spend time in Nashville playing the honky tonk, writing for other folks, it'll take you about 10 years. But if you're persistent and you've got real talent, you'll make it.
You'll make it.
Yep.
That's
Ashton
that's
McBride just did the
inspiring.
same thing. It really is.
Good morning, Patricia Wilson. She says hello to us. And Trenton Strickland is asking any tickets to Justin Moore yet?
You know, we did a beat the box office promotion before the tickets went on sale. So immediately upon the announcement, but I'm sure it'll be closer up to the show before we have more. But we will get more.
I love it. Yeah.
I'm excited because my kids can actually watch this now. They can watch my daughter. They don't have my kids don't have cell phones or anything like that, so they can't tune into Facebook. But this is streaming on my YouTube channel.
Okay.
And they have access to YouTube on the TV. So now I guess not only am I on social media, I'm radio, and now I could say television.
I mean,
It's
theoretically, it
on the
wouldn't be a
TV,
lie.
right?
Are
Theoretically.
they up yet? Are they watching?
Oh no, they
Oh.
better not be up yet.
Oh.
That's that makes for a bad day if they're up this early.
Well,
My-
how do you get kids to sleep past? My son wakes up at like 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, mine too. That's we try. Though my one does. He'll wake up at. It's been a struggle. It's definitely been a struggle. But you gotta be persistent with it. But the rest they all sleep in. They all sleep in.
Oh,
there,
dude,
so.
if I wasn't doing, I could sleep till 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
My daughter told me she was going to pull an all-nighter. That's been her dream for the summer. That's one thing she wants to do before school starts. She wants to pull
How old is she?
an all-nighter. She's 11.
She's
How long
cute.
does she last? Like,
She,
She's-
I don't know because I went to bed at 9:30 last night, so
She's
I have
one
I
of
have
those kids.
I
who's
have no
kind of
idea.
Like 11 going on.
going on 29.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
She's a smart, cute girl.
She's definitely she's ahead of her time, and she but when I was leaving this morning, she was out, so
of course.
she'll try to tell me tonight. Oh yeah, I stayed up all night, but I know she's not. I know. She
Usually
was
it's
out.
right around that 2:30. If you can make it to 2, you don't usually get past that. 'Cause everything just dies down. There's
It's
nothing.
harder than you think.
We have let's see who else is. Trent said seen Justin Moore every time he's been to Toledo in Southeast Michigan, give or take 7 or 8 times.
He does love Toledo. He comes back time and time again, and every time he does, he's got a little bit more music to add to his
That's great.
repertoire. Yeah,
That's
he's
fantastic.
He's a great show.
Kevin Yarbrough. Oh, there's our second Kevin
Morning, Kevin.
of the morning. Kevin Yarbrough, and we're waiting on our third Kevin. Michael DeCare. Well, he's not a big fan of Fast Car. That's what he.
Yeah, well,
Michael
not
DeCare. That's
everybody
okay.
is. Not everybody is.
Is he a big fan of everything else, Luke Combs, or anything else, Luke Combs?
It's hard to argue with 16 number 1 hits,
Yeah, I don't know. That's
but you know what? It's not for everyone.
it's everybody has their own tastes, I suppose.
Yeah. All right, we're
Um,
gonna go here in 18 seconds. Boom, 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 boom. That's Tyler Hubbard on K100, Toledo's country music station. We are Lynn and Marco. It's a Facebook Live day today, Friday Facebook Live. We are here with the guy in the 419, Pat McCurdy. Set up the cameras in the studio, and we are doing basically 2 shows. So if you're on Facebook somewhere or on YouTube or wherever online, you can catch us live in the studio here.
yeah, it's a
which is
great
pretty
time.
amazing.
Be able to
It's all-
see that we're all actually in the same room. We're not in
all-
separate rooms.
That's right. All in the same room. Everybody's enjoying it. There's a great conversation going on outside of that. So if you can't get to the radio, we bring it to you on your phone or wherever you're watching us online. So thanks for checking in here. It's also a Feel Good Friday, which means we want great stories of things that make you feel good. You can text or call on those today. It's a great way to kick off the weekend. And we put this up on Facebook, by the way. We'd love to hear more of your comments. What is it? By the way, it's Dive Bar, National Dive Bar Day. We're trying to find the best dive bars in the area. One of the caveats that everybody here in the room wants is that single ladies go there.
Is that what we all want?
That's
Uh-huh.
So everybody here decided that the dive bar. No, they didn't.
We were talking about what constitutes a good dive bar, and one of the things we said, it's got to have a great name.
Yeah.
There's a list of best dive bars in the country based on their names. Cafe Brass Monkey.
Brass Monkey.
Lowbrow Lounge. I like that. Lowbrow Lounge. Space Room Lounge. Genie's. Nacho Baracho. In Seattle is I guess a
Nacho
big
Bar-
place.
Yeah.
I like that. That's kinda
None
cool.
of those sound like there's young ladies there.
And none of them sound as good as the Crazy Lady to me.
The Crazy Lady sounds good.
I like the Four Horsemen, but I heard somebody said it closed down.
Well, boy,
Did we
you,
get the
you can
inside
tell you
scoop
haven't
on
been on
that?
the dating scene in a while.
It's been a while. It has been a while, but yeah, if anybody knows why the Four Horsemen closed down, that was somebody that on our Facebook Friday Live that texted that in there in the comments section, said that it closed down, but didn't give any explanation of why.
All right,
I would
so
love to know.
I need to. Well, I'm going to use this list for my own personal gain, honestly, just to go find some cool dive bars to hang on. But I have been. So you have to pick another one, Pat. You got to pick another one because it has to be open. I can't
Because it has to be open. Is Papa Joe's still open?
I don't know. How are you not naming things that might be open?
All right. Because I know a lot of bars. I just don't know a lot of dive bars.
What do you consider a dive bar?
Well, that's what Lynn and I were talking about before. What constitutes as a dive bar? And
Comfortable.
now, so it has to have a history.
Mhm.
Like you can't open a bar right now, and it's a dive bar.
Right.
because that's
You
that's
can't open a dive bar.
right. You have to a bar has to become a dive bar,
I
right?
think a dive bar also has to have a popcorn machine in it. that
At
people like.
100%, a self-serve popcorn machine.
Yes, and a pool table that has like some scratches and some maybe the felt's not great on it.
All
Right.
Well, you like ape hangers. Is that a
I
dive
love
bar?
aping. That is definitely a dive bar.
And a
But-
little
and they're proudly dive there.
and questionable sanitary
Questionable sanitary.
guidelines there. That's that is a definite must. Like, and you don't care.
And
Like,
you don't
yeah.
care
The glass is maybe a little cloudy looking. That's okay.
Right, exactly.
because they're giving a good pour at the bar.
'Cause it's
and
a
so by
dollar
the time you
beer.
have to go to the bar, you go to
Right.
the bathroom.
So-
You don't.
Those are some prerequisites. Also, you could see somebody in maybe some sort of a work attire, but you could see somebody in pajamas.
And you should always be
In
able to
paj-
run into somebody you know.
I think that's a good start.
Right. So
All
we've got some we've got some qualifications here.
So you name the place here in the area that you think is the best dive bar. We want that on our Facebook page. You can hit us up right there on Facebook. When you go there, you can watch us live here on Friday, Facebook Live on K100.
All right. Patricia Wilson has her Justin Moore ticket, she said. And she said Mose and Rossford back in the day.
Hey, maybe
Moe's
we
and
could,
Rossford now.
Maybe Patricia could take, what's that guy, Jonathan, who's looking for the tickets? Maybe you got a love connection.
There you go. You say Lynn, you say Mose and Rossford
Moe's.
still.
Oh, still.
Can-
It is.
it's still
I
a
love Moe's.
all right.
Mhm.
There we go. So
Is
And
it a-
that's a generational thing. My dad always loved Moe's, and we'd go meet my dad there at Moe's.
Sure.
Did
and was
you
just
ever
there the other
notice
day.
single ladies when you went there?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
Andy Scott says Four Horsemen, and Andy, I'm with you, but we heard rumor that it closed down. So if
But you
That
can't
is
believe
so
everything you hear
sad
on the
if
internet,
that's
Pat.
true.
You
Let's
can't
check out
believe
their website.
anything you hear on the internet.
RJ says burgers on Lasky Burgers is not a dive bar. That's a bar. I don't think I'd consider that a dive bar.
Why is that not a dive bar?
Well, it's in a strip mall for one. I don't think you can have a dive bar in a strip mall, can you?
I don't think so. That doesn't seem right.
A dive bar it kind of has to be,
Well, Frogtown Johnny's is in a strip mall.
yeah, but that's not a dive bar. That's
That's
a
a sports.
that's a
bar.
sports bar.
Hmm.
Yeah, I wouldn't consider them a dive.
So the last post from the Four Horsemen on their Facebook page was May 31st.
Wait, say that again.
Last post on the Four Horsemen's
Well, maybe they just
Facebook
don't have a
page
good
was May
social media team.
31st.
Hmm.
It was pretty active before that. That's a while.
Vicky Cummings says, "Good morning, Lynn and Marco and Pat. It's nice to have you there, Pat." Oh, how about
Wow,
that?
look at that.
Thank you, Vicky.
You instantly have another fan.
How about that? Joe's Bar on Putin Bay is a 5-star dive bar. Can you have a 5-star
no,
dive bar?
dive bars
Can
are 2.5 stars or less.
That's right. You can't.
That's an
That's
oxymoron.
sort of the
That's
point
like
of a
jumbo
dive bar,
shrimp.
right?
It's like,
Yeah, Papa Joe's Saloon back in the day. Christian, I said that too. Yeah, Papa Joe's for sure. That was a great one. I was single. Patricia says I was single when I started going to Moe's in the 80s.
all right.
And she says LOL.
So there was some single ladies at one time. Or
At
another.
one point,
At Moe's.
Patricia back
And that doesn't help me now.
in the
but
80s.
in the 80s, it
30
would've been
years
perfect.
ago. Was that 30 years? No, 30 years ago was the 90s. 40 years ago. Good Lord.
Yeah.
All right. Now that I've just made myself feel very old.
Well.
Um,
fine.
yeah.
What's the
so
bar
the
you told me to
que-
go to at Putin Bay? What is it?
Well, you could go to anywhere. Have you been to Putin Bay?
Yeah, that last
Of
year. No,
course
you
you
said
have.
go to the bar where's the beach at? You said
In Port Clinton.
Port Clinton.
Docks Beach Bar.
Docks.
Docks Beach Bar.
DOCKS.
And you can I think it might just be DOC.
DOC,
Yeah, Docks Beach Bar. My wife and I stumbled upon it. We were celebrating our 10-year anniversary in 2020. So we couldn't really go anywhere. There was even travel restrictions and everything. So we made a little vacation in Port Clinton and went out to the different Twin Oaks Brewery out there. There's a big music festival going on. We had but we found Docks Beach Bar, and it was unreal. It was like we stepped off into another part of the country.
Really?
Yeah, it's right there on the water. And you grab your drink, you go stand out, sit out in the sand if you want. Ignore the decaying bass that's sitting next to you, as long as you don't pay attention to that. Maybe just cover that up with some sand. It's fantastic.
Nice.
It's a great place to go.
We'll have an
Um,
answer to our 4 horsemen question, I think, soon. Kevin Webb is going to go out there and investigate. He said he's got an appointment out there, so he's going to go check it out.
But what will we do without Kevin?
Let's hope we don't have
we'd
to
be
find
lost.
out.
Yeah.
Docks in Port Clinton is a great time. Trenton, yes, I agree. It's a fantastic time. I'll tell you what, if you're looking for something fun to do, Jimmy Buckets. That sounds like a good place.
I love the name. That is
So do
cool.
I. So do I. Mike Steele says, since Faster Horses is next weekend, let's name Shady Tap Room in Brooklyn, Michigan. Home of Faster Horses.
Shady Tap Room sounds like a dive bar.
That definitely sounds like a dive bar.
That's another
Oh, up
good
in
one.
that area of Michigan, up in the Irish Hills, you'll find a couple of dive bars up there for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, but
For
Shady
people who
Tap Room, I like
enjoy
it.
Lake life, you got to have a couple of dive bars.
Yeah, Jimmy Buckets. Where's Jimmy? Is that also up in is Jimmy Buckets up in the Irish Hills area? Because if so, I want to check it out. But if you're Feel Good Friday, I love to have a beer and play yard games with my kids. That sounds fantastic. Great time to Fremont area. All right, I gotta get down to Fremont. I'm gonna go to Jimmy Buckets in Fremont. But I'll tell you, if you're looking for something fun to do with the kids, the Glass City Metro Park. I know I talked about it last week, but I actually wanted to show you exactly our experience there. Here, check this out.
They're asking to go back.
Oh, they can't wait. My son calls it the big dangerous place.
The big
They
deal.
when you climb up, that inside slide area, you can climb actually on top of the slide. They have little posts that it's intended to climb on top of because they figured kids are going to climb on it anyway. Might as well put some post things on there to latch onto. Anyway, that's something fun. That's the Glass City Metro Park in downtown Toledo. So that's a great time if you want to take your kids somewhere this weekend. Today would be a great day.
I
for
might
it.
just do it myself. What do you
Right on the
think?
water. Well, there's some great things for adults too. I didn't even show the villas that they have there that you can rent out. That's right next to the Ribbon. And the Ribbon is fully active right now. You can take your roller skates out there, rollerblades, scooters, whatever you want. But
Scooters too, huh?
oh
I didn't
yeah,
think about
absolutely.
that.
Right on the Ribbon.
Yeah.
And then they've got what is it called? The Garden?
Mhm.
Is that what it is? Right
Yes,
there,
in
owned by Poco Piatti.
Mhm.
You can go in there, grab a drink, sit out, watch and wait for the single ladies to come by.
There you
Marco.
go.
That's-
Okay.
That's
All right. That
that
sounds
is a great
promising.
place. I'm gonna make it my quest now to find every place I can to have that has
See, I knew if I
single
put
ladies
you
for
on
you.
the list, it was either you or one of the Kevins.
it's
So I knew if I put somebody on it,
um,
find out where all these single ladies hang out because I haven't found it in a year here.
Chris Quiser the second says, "Feel Good Friday. I landed my dream job."
See, that is a good feel good.
That
Friday.
is great. I got to know what it is.
Congratulations.
There's a lake in Fremont.
I don't know.
I didn't know there was a lake in Fremont, but that's where Jimmy Buckets is.
Oh,
He says
Well-
it's got a margarita vibe, but better.
you're kind of Lake Erie.
In Fremont?
I think you can find some beachfront there, can't you?
No,
Sandusky County?
Fremont, Ohio.
Yes.
That's south.
Yeah, but
It's
the lake
like
is
southeast. It's not.
big. It's big. It's a big
We're
lake.
pulling
dude.
out the map.
I don't think Fremont touches Lake Erie.
Bow down. You know. Thought you should know. Bow down.
Morgan Wallen, K100, Toledo's country music station.
We are Lynn and Marco. It is, man, it's Feel Good Friday, Feel Good Live. Thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate it right here. You can check us out live on Facebook and see everything we got going on. We're talking about dive bars and more. So that is fantastic. We want to know what your favorite dive bar is. Get to Facebook and let us know on there. And coming up in less than an hour right now, we've got tickets to go see a great show. Faster Horses is going to be here, and you can find your way in for free in just a few minutes here on K100. Well, I thought that was the top of the hour. We're late.
Yes,
I
Mike,
know.
I have some headphones there.
That's why I was like, why are you not?
Thought we were going into news. Yeah, we're really late.
Yeah.
We'll bump it to Rochers.
All right, I got to switch sponsors here.
Oh, boy. Sponsorship switch. This is going to be a big ordeal.
Done.
Oh, wow.
Very anticlimactic.
Well,
This hour of the 7 o'clock hour of this Friday Facebook Live is brought to you by Toledo Custom Countertops. They do an absolutely terrific job. Eventually, I'm gonna have my countertops redone. and
I
they're-
want new countertops.
They've got great one. They've got great ones. How long before you need to go back on the radio here? Because I'm gonna show you something.
All right, show.
Okay, so this is I had the opportunity to check out Toledo Custom Countertops, which is our 7 o'clock sponsor. Check out, this is them installing. I was there for an install. Check this.
We mount the sink. We'll go around the sink with this Black Mamba industrial strength glue, and then go around with a bead of silicone around it in front of the Mamba. Then we'll bring the sink up and wedge some boards underneath it to hold it. And this glue will actually hold up to 350 pounds.
That was yeah. So they do. I mean, they work together. Their team works together so well. It's really cool. It was awesome to be able to be in there and watch them work. Plus, they're just a good, honest company, and I like good, honest companies. So happy to have them as our 7 o'clock sponsor, and happy to have Tim Hortons in here as well. We got our food this morning.
Yes.
Tim Hortons. I just think every week there's got to be something. There's got to be some food.
I think, yes. We're leaving that up to you.
Well,
you are the
yes.
food caterer on Friday.
Okay. I've got
So-
something pretty special, hopefully coming next week as well. But I will,
'Cause
but
I like to see what you have planned.
this is, Tim Hortons it was a stop on the way in here, but I did get it for 10% off because I used the Kazubi app, and Kazubi is a great coupon app. It's free to download, and you got all kinds of great deals in there. So, and every time you use one, they donate 50 cents to the Youth Financial Initiative. So
Cool.
if you want to help support a local nonprofit organization that gives free financial education to kids and young adults, go and use a Kazubi coupon, because every time you use one, money gets donated to their cause. So it's terrific. It's a great organization, great company.
Kazubi it up.
Kazubi. It's free to download. Go check out the app. Check out all the great deals. You can actually, okay. So you can get $5 ribs. So there's one in there. It's called Pat's Big Deal. I have these big deals that we put in there. And have you ever been to Sidelines?
Love Sidelines.
Okay. So you can go to Sidelines and you can get a half rack of ribs for $5 with the Pat's Big Deal app. It's only available for the next
Wow.
2 weeks.
That's amazing.
$5.
But then you got to wash dishes, right? Come on, be honest.
It's great. My son Michael and I went over there the other day, and it was amazing. It was so good.
Nice.
Oh, they were fall off the bone ribs. Oh my gosh,
Come on.
it was amazing.
Does it get any better than that? I don't
Can
think
you eat like dinner food first thing in the morning?
so. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You so it doesn't always have to be breakfast food. that
No,
bring
I don't
in.
actually. I mean, at this point, like you said, I got up at 3. It's already like my lunchtime. It's already like 1:45 in the afternoon to me. So I'll be in my office back there eating chili at 5 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes I eat hamburgers. I've got all kinds of stuff back there.
All right, good to know. Good to know. Well, we'll make sure.
So if you're asking me if you had fall off the bone ribs in here, it would be messy, but we would eat them.
Okay.
And we'd love it.
Well, we might have to do that. Might have to bring some. I don't know who would deliver us ribs at 5 in the morning. Though.
Well, that's why you're in charge. You are the guy
Gotta
in the
get-
419.
gotta
You
get
know
somebody.
everybody and doing everything.
Got to get someone. So I know the question of the day is dive bars, but I've got another question for you.
All right.
All right. So would you allow someone at your wedding? The people here on our on the comment section, you guys can answer this too. Would you allow someone at your wedding to propose to their significant other?
Would you allow it?
Right. Like how would you feel? Like, well, first of all, because I've seen videos where people plan.
Because
They do like the bouquet toss and then they turn around and they're like, hey,
Yeah.
So obviously
Well,
that
obviously,
was
so the
planned out
thing
by the
is,
bride, right?
The bride, normally it's the bride, not always probably, but this is their day. This is their day to shine.
Right.
And so when somebody else does that, it's an upstage and it's a private. I've DJ'd probably 500 weddings. I've only seen 2 people actually propose at weddings. I think they both had the agreement of the bride and groom.
Right. You would
But,
have to. You would have to.
Yeah, because
you would think you would.
You would hope.
Yes.
Because that's not.
see, I can't fathom that because I don't care enough. I mean, it wouldn't bother me one bit, but I am not. I don't care about anything like that. There are a lot of people that do care. I am not one of them. You could propose, you could do this, you could get married while I got married. I don't care. But there's a lot of people that are not like that.
I thought David Oliva was insulting you, and I wasn't going to read it out loud, but he said, not going to lie, Marco, you ruined radio for me. That's how he starts off.
Oh, well, that's a compliment.
He said, we moved to West Virginia and found your station, and now that you aren't here on the radio just feels bland.
Oh,
so he's paid. I thought he was
you're very, very sweet.
passing you. But glad to catch this bit and hear you are doing well. Keep up the great work.
Look at
he
that.
says.
Yeah. And if you download the K100 app, you could just
You can hear Marco every day.
You'd have to listen to country music because the last time he heard me, I was on a top 40 radio station.
Oh, okay.
But,
okay.
But yeah, that's super sweet. Thank you very much.
That is very nice. And I don't think it's right that somebody would want to propose at somebody else's wedding. That is
Find your own day, right?
find your own day, because these people have invested a lot of time and energy and money to create a day that is, meant to celebrate their being together.
Right.
So
Right.
I think that's just wrong.
Yeah. I don't even with the express. First of all, how could you even ask a bride, hey, can I have a little bit of time? Can I draw the attention onto me?
Right.
And propose to my.
See, to me,
Don't care.
don't even care. I mean, I will help you if you, whatever, but there are people that are not like that. All right, let's
15
gotta go to the
seconds.
news here real quick.
Cody
Agreed, find your own
Johnson,
day.
K100. I will always think he is one of the best shows I've ever seen at the
Oh,
Huntington Center.
so good.
Everybody's so loud and proud every word that he's
Yeah.
saying, and he puts everything he's got into every song. So get a chance to check him out live. Definitely don't miss it. Lynn and Marco, we're sponsored by Charlie's Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Yeah, we do appreciate you. It's Friday Facebook Live, so we're live on Facebook. We're also doing a Feel Good Friday. So if you've got a feel good story, we'd love to hear from you.
And don't forget Faster Horses Passes. We've got him here. One more chance to win him this week with us. So right around 7:50 this morning. Time now for that latest look at news. K100 weather sponsored by the Jim White Toyota. Did you see what the Jim White Toyota Advantage is all about with cars arriving daily? Right car, right price. Right now, here's 13 ABCs. Ross Ellett.
It'll be mostly sunny with lower humidity for today with a high around 82. For tonight, more clouds on the way with a low around 64. And for tomorrow, 78 for the high. Showers and a few thunderstorms likely as we go throughout the day. Coming up on Sunday, we'll have a high near 80 with a slim chance of a shower early on. In the First Solar Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ross Ellett.
72 now at Toledo's K100. No traffic troubles to speak of. If you come across something, please get a hold of us on that Perrysburg Premier Garage or phone and text line. It's a service of your information station, Toledo's K100.
Are we allowed to? Are they allowed to hear the news on the live? Is that allowed? Mike Steele just said awkward silence because I don't think he could hear it.
Yeah, they can. I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't be.
Yeah,
it's part of our broadcast.
So yeah,
I don't
sorry,
have it in.
Mike. That was part of the news that was being on broadcast on the radio. So
Yeah.
I suppose that is a little bit of an awkward silence there. People are just, what are they looking at?
Oh, yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Yeah. Probably, but we're not going to do it again. So, well, I guess do it at 8.
8 o'clock.
Yes.
Anybody need anything?
I think you can hear that. No, I'm good.
You good on coffee?
I think so. It's a little cold, but it's
You want
okay.
me to start a pot?
Okay,
I
well,
know where that secret
if
stash
you
is.
want to start a
Oh
pot.
boy, you're
Whoa.
speaking Pat's language now when you're talking coffee.
I think everybody. Oh, you could hear the news. Mike Steele, you could hear the news. Can this live broadcast be done every day? It cannot, Kevin,
I mean,
because
it can theoretically.
I don't want to wake up. I could maybe someday in the future, but right now we're doing Fridays. Fridays 1 day a week is. Would Lynn want to be seen every single day? I think she.
That's to be determined. That is to be determined.
Yeah, so I think everybody's kind of saying the same kind of thing. Like it would be awkward. It'd be awkward to you have to have express permission of the bride, but even having that conversation with her would be a little.
Again,
to bring that up.
I wish I could explain to you how
much you don't care.
Yes, and not to be an ass. Like really, just be. I don't know. To me, it's so weird that would even be a thing. Like I can't even fathom having a problem.
So somebody's actually drinking coffee.
What?
In the studio. Look at that. You need to make a new one. Amazing. Thank you. Wow,
Oh,
that's
man,
so
it's the
sweet.
best day for Pat.
This
in
is amazing.
21 years.
We've got. I would worry about my wife hearing that comment, but she never watches my stuff anyway. So.
Yes, that's fine.
So yeah, worth a try. Someday, Kevin. Oh, look at that. There's
It's
my
time to get up.
There's my
dude.
alarm. That's
Dude,
my
what?
that's my
7:15
7:15
is when you get up.
That's
What?
my 7:15 alarm. Time to get out
Oh
of
my
bed.
God, I get up
Some
at
days.
3:15.
I should make it a point to get out of bed at the same time every single day, because I have different days that I wake up at different times. But
Yeah,
I've heard that it's healthier for you if you wake up at the same time, regardless of the day.
there's a lot of things that's healthy for you. That I don't do any of them. So
So for David says, I agree. I wouldn't care either, but I think it weighs different for some people, especially if they expect it to be their one and only wedding. If
the bride is usually.
if he's yeah.
I would venture to say, and again, I hope I'm not coming off sexist because I am totally not, but I would venture to say of the bride and groom, probably 80% would be
The bride
obviously
would care more.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. I'm
Right?
sure.
I think,
And as David said, he didn't grow up dreaming about his wedding.
yeah.
So
No, I didn't either.
right. So yeah, I think you're right. I think a lot of guys would say, I don't care. Whatever.
I don't even know if I would be there at that time. I would be probably out with my, outside with the friends, taking, you do a lot of
Having
stuff
some
at a wedding.
drinks out. Yeah. Absolutely.
A
Absolutely.
lot of times, so I mean, like I said, I've DJ'd probably 500 weddings or so. 90% of the time, the photographer will take the bride and groom after dinner and after they've said before the dancing starts, they take them out for like evening pictures,
Sure.
sunset pic. They're not even in the building.
Right.
So why would they care? They're not in the building.
Right.
Propose when we leave for our pictures for 30 minutes. Who cares?
Yeah. I don't know. I think if I were to, how dare you? As a man, I disagree. Pay no mind to the fact that my wife may also be watching or listening.
Exactly. I got
Let
you.
me have my brownie
Did
points.
he give us the wink emoji, or is he just? I got you.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. All right.
So David, if I understand your previous text, you're living in West Virginia now.
Yeah, I was in Martinsburg, West Virginia at 97.5 WKMZ, and we started Friday Facebook Live.
Is
there.
that right?
Yeah.
That's where it started.
Actually, I was doing it in Madison. But it's been a long time. So this is new back. But for me, if you go back on my Facebook page, old stuff.
Okay. How was this? Were you in West Virginia right before you were here, or was this?
No.
Okay.
I went to Milwaukee for a couple years.
Okay.
And then I came here.
And then you came here.
So it's
All
been
right.
a while. So I'm glad he's back. I'm glad you're listening, and I'm glad you found us again, bro. And,
Yeah, that's
download
awesome.
the K100 app. It's on the App Store. Just says K100. It's red, white, and blue. You can't miss it. And then you can listen whenever.
You can listen every single morning.
Yeah.
But
You just have to listen to country music.
That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty. That somebody from another state was like,
Yeah.
That's
I've
pretty
been very
cool.
lucky, especially doing this Friday Facebook Lives, because I started them in Madison. Then I moved from Madison to West Virginia and then back. So, but yeah.
he said, first time I heard a show, I called in to share a story about my cousin sending a mass text asking for nudes. And one of those texts came to my wife.
Yeah.
That's super awkward.
Oh yeah. So
that's super awkward.
he will also know that that was and actually we still do that bit on Tuesday, and oddly enough, it's called. Oh, let's see here. That's how you know you messed up. So I was like, hey, how did you mess up? Well, funny story. And then they get into the funny story of how they
That's
messed up. And
great.
that was that was a good one. I remember that one. It's a good thing they just asked for the nudes, but they weren't sent in the group text, because that would have been way worse.
Right.
Just asking is bad enough by an accident in a group text.
Well, especially if it's your cousin.
Yeah, but
That's
No, but I think it was he's talking to his wife, but they were on a group text with the whole family.
okay.
So he didn't realize that everybody was also looking at the text. He thought it was a private text between him and his wife, if I remember correctly. But it turned out to be like Lynn is on. You have you do a whole big group family text.
Yes.
So it'd be like if she thought she was talking to her husband.
So the cousin thought he was texting it to his wife.
Correct.
I
But
see.
everybody in the
Okay.
family got to see.
But the whole family. Now, did anybody in the family respond?
I don't know. I don't remember that part of the story. Just
I
remember it
hope
was-
not.
Yeah.
I hope not. That's embarrassing. That's
Well,
very embarrassing.
And that's why we do that bit, and that's why people love it.
That's
That's how you know you messed up right there.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Can we incorporate that into Friday Facebook Live?
Well,
Can
we do it on
I know you do it on
Tuesday,
Tuesdays. All right,
but,
we'll come up with something different. We'll come up with something different for Friday. I got a feel good story for you though.
All right. I love
For
feel-good stories,
the guy who sells ocean. He sells ocean plastic bracelets.
What is
right?
that?
Yeah.
So basically, he collects plastic from the ocean,
Mhm.
makes bracelets out of it, and then people that when people buy the bracelet, that money goes back into the company to pull more plastic out of the ocean. He has now collected 30 million pounds of plastic waste
That
And
is
so much
awesome.
more to go.
out
That
of
is
the
a
ocean.
Big,
That's
big problem.
It's huge, but what a great start. What an idea for a company that, hey, I'm going to pull this stuff out. I'm going to make jewelry out of it that you
Mhm.
can buy, and then I'm going to use that money to keep pulling
I
plastic
think
out of the
both my
ocean.
daughters and my nieces have those bracelets. Mhm.
Well, so then I shouldn't be looked on as a jerk when I throw my empty plastic water bottle
Just in the
out
ocean.
onto the beach
That's what I
because
do.
I'm
I
just
take my
funding
entire-
his.
Yeah.
I am helping to
That's not-
fund his career.
I actually stopped paying for garbage removal, and I just throw it into the ocean.
Just
So,
toss it
That
right
is
in.
not even funny, you guys. No.
just kidding, dude. You know, there's actually an island. I think it's like a 4-mile island of plastic. It's somewhere I think it's in the Indian Ocean. It's
I remember
terrible.
my daughter for a science project. She must have been 4th grade or something like that, and she did a big report on the plastic vortex. So like some 20 years ago
Yeah.
or something. And I remember a couple of people being brought to tears because it was the first that they were becoming aware of that situation. But yeah, it's been a problem for a long time.
It's like remember the commercial when you were growing up where the Indian sees people littering and he starts crying.
And he's got the tear.
That's exactly what it is.
He's got the tear.
Yeah.
Are you guys broadcasting live from Faster Horses this year?
We actually
are.
You are. All right, there you go.
We are.
What days are you doing that?
It's going to be between Monday and Friday, but we're not sure which day.
Actually, I hope it's between Friday through Sunday, or we're gonna miss
Is
it.
that what it is? I don't know. I don't know. Lynn is the one that plans everything as far as like knowing where we're supposed to be, and I just get the text on it. Like for instance, if I were getting married, I would just say, just tell me where I have to be and what time I have to be there, and then that's how we would get that done.
Yeah, there we go. That's the Mike Steele was wondering. Mike Steele, of course, is he's one of the people who puts on Fast Horses.
I call him Mike the Man of Steel.
Mike the Man of Steel.
He doesn't necessarily love that.
Yeah, you get us the inside scoop on everything going on leading up to.
He says they've got costume days every day.
See, he knows everything.
So what costumes? What costumes are they going to have at Faster Horses?
What costumes are they not going to have, Pat?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what would you not have? Well, there's a question for you. What costume? What would be deemed inappropriate
at a music festival? Almost nothing.
Right? it's everything is acceptable.
Depending on what music festivals you go to. I've been to some, I love house music, electronic dance music. Some of those festivals get crazy.
He's Friday is Red, White, and Blue Day. He's doing Red, White, and Blue Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah, let me tell you something. That's a Slim Jim.
30. I'm still looking at this article. 30 million pounds of plastic waste. How many do you think there are? How many millions of pounds do you think there are of plastic?
Who knows? Because every time there's a tsunami, too, stuff that gets swept onto shore gets pulled back in. So it's not
that happened with Japan, right? Didn't that happen with Japan? All kinds of a lot of plastic materials.
Intentional dumping.
Right.
I mean, you're talking about a hotel gets swallowed up by a tsunami, and everything that was contained in it is back in the ocean.
Right.
So,
right. So it's not all intentional dumping.
Right.
It's not all
not all laziness or thoughtlessness.
So you're saying indirectly that it's okay that Pat litters into the ocean. I get you. I get exactly what you're saying.
To be fair, I'm just trying. All I'm doing is putting messages in plastic bottles and throwing them out to the water.
I get what you're saying. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I get it.
So, this Toledo Custom Countertops is our. Hey, Lynn, check your cell phone.
Check my cell phone.
Yeah.
Oh boy, we got a cryptic message here.
I hope this isn't David sending his cousin's message.
I don't think David is on.
No, this is from Kevin.
He's updating us on the 4 Horsemen.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Wow, this is incredible. Real
Kevin.
Time.
He's like the man on the streets.
Yeah,
he's one of 3 Kevins.
Actually closed. Think about it later today. When they should be open, he'll peak.
Okay.
So he's going to peak a little bit later when they should actually be open because there's no official sign that says closed. So, Kevin, you're awesome.
All right, 30 seconds. We're going to do basically a Feel Good Friday break. I want you to bring out the actual ocean thing.
Okay.
So that can be, we didn't talk about that in the air, and then I got a couple.
All right.
Got some people calling, and then we'll do a Feel Good Friday break in 20 seconds.
All right. So stick around. And when do we do somebody needs to
K100 Toledo's country music station. It's Lynn and Marco. Thank you so much for letting us be a part of your Friday. It's a Feel Good Friday. It's also Friday Facebook Live. We'll check back in live on Facebook here in a hot second. Mostly sunny today. Today's the day, if you're looking between the whole weekend, to get a real nice day with not a lot going on. Sunny, no humidity. 82 going to be the high. Almost a perfect day, really. Clear tonight, 64 for the low. Tomorrow, that's when you get some clouds and some sunshine and some storms. High tomorrow near 78.
It's 72. Now your weather is sponsored by Jim White Toyota. See what the Jim White Toyota Advantage is all about. Cars are arriving daily. Right car, right price, right now. And we're in great shape traffic-wise. No accidents, no slowed down. So wherever you need to be, and you're going to be able to get there on time. 419-240-1000, the number to keep close. So if you do see trouble, give us a shout. We can pass that information along. It's sponsored by Perrysburg Premier Garage Door.
I love that. 30 minutes from right now, a little bit less than that. You get tickets to Faster Horses. We've been talking to Mike, the Man of Steel, about Faster Horses. Apparently, Friday's Red, White, and Blue Day. In case you're going to go up there, there's a lot of great stuff going on there. We have free tickets to give away here in just a bit.
July 14th through the 16th up in Brooklyn, up at MIS, and you can be there on us.
Oh my gosh, love it! It is that is such a great event. I mean, it's just fantastic. The amount of artists they get through there is crazy. All right, it's Friday Facebook Live, so thanks for joining us live on Facebook. We have Pat McCurdy who comes in here, guy in the 419. Pat, good morning.
Good morning.
It's also a Feel Good Friday, and you were telling us about this guy that's really helping with the oceans.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. What he basically does is he creates plastic jewelry. He creates jewelry from the plastic that he collects from the ocean. And then anytime that those bracelets are sold, he takes the money from that and puts it back, reinvests it back into his business. And he's now collected 30 million pounds of waste from the ocean.
Does he do it by himself? Or has he got
they've actually got several boats that go out. I mean, I don't know how he started, but I know that the business has obviously grown, because I mean there's a lot there. There's a lot, as Lynn said. There's tons of plastic in there, but still 30 million pounds so far. That's incredible. That's absolutely incredible.
It's more than I've done.
Yeah, and the people who buy the bracelets to support it, good for them.
Yes.
I love that.
Right. Yeah. So check that out. Just look that up.
Is there a website?
For Ocean. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to put the ocean. I'm going to put the ocean. I'm going to put the.
You're going to put the whole ocean online.
I'm going to put the link to the article. I'll put that up on the Facebook Friday Live comment section.
That seems way safer. All right. It is it's a Feel Good Friday. Let us know that you're here, and we'd love feel good stories. Who's this?
Hi, this is Laura.
Hey, Laura, how are you? So it's a Feel Good Friday. What do you got for us this morning?
So I was in the car wash the other day, and I was getting some things cleaned out, and opened up my glove box and found $35 in there. And I had no idea that it was in there. So, it might not seem like a ton, but that's enough money to go get a couple lunches for myself.
Yeah. Cocktail hours, couple drinks, boom, you're in.
And especially because it's extra. It's an extra 35. So it's like it doesn't count into the daily budget, right?
Yeah, no kidding. Well, thanks for calling us. We love to hear little stuff like that. I found $10 in my pants pocket like 2 weeks ago. I was like, bro, this is the best day.
It's a great feeling when you find extra money.
Right? It's so amazing. Hi, good morning. Who's this?
Hey, this is Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Feel Good Friday, and you got something that's feeling good to make everybody have
praise Jesus. My ex is taking the kids.
Yeah.
Not for the weekend, not for a week, 2 weeks.
Oh.
I get 2 weeks to myself. Can you believe it? I am so happy.
You're going to be 7 days in and missing them. So
I was going to say, how many days before you start feeling like you're missing the kids?
Oh, yeah. I could get up on a Sunday and just open up some wine and do nothing. I am so excited. The quiet in my house is going to be like a spa day for 2 weeks.
Caller text and let us know as we do this thing. By the way, we're live on Facebook, so if you want to hit us up there and watch us, you can watch us anywhere in the world. It's at K100. Lynn and Marco, good morning. All right. I got to turn the phone off.
Jason Aldean is coming on the 21st.
Yeah, what they should say is the softest hands.
Come see the man with the softest
hands in the industry.
All right, how about a real donut here?
Oh my God, dude! You need to.
I brought him in for the whole station, so.
Well,
it's very thoughtful of you, Pat. You're so sweet.
I don't know that I can even eat one of those. I'm on sort of a diet.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Man, but that looks good. That looks
I've
so
never
amazing.
passed too. Thank you.
You're taking a pass.
Mhm.
too?
What,
I
Lynn?
know.
You never pass.
Yeah, I know.
What is going on over there?
All right. Well, we'll leave these in here for Johnny. How about that?
Well, we can put if you put them on the table, everybody.
I'm gonna take them out there right
Yeah.
now.
And
Everyone
you
will-
bought those, right?
Yeah.
They were not a donation for the radio station.
They
I
weren't a
can
donation.
Mention Krispy Kreme.
What's that?
So I can mention Krispy Kreme.
Oh yes. Yep. Go right ahead.
Because they are bringing back their chocolate glazed donuts for July 7th and 8th only. They announced it yesterday. Just 2 days, the original glazed donut covered with the chocolate glaze coming back to celebrate World Chocolate Day today and tomorrow. So there you go. A lot of people love those.
Okay, well, I guess you.
Other food news.
What is the? I don't understand what is the big deal with chocolate?
Yeah. What's wrong with the original glaze? I like the original glaze, but
Just something special, just something unique.
Why, but why on July 7th? Why not July 3rd?
Because right there, I just told you, it's World Chocolate Day.
Okay.
Hey, David, it was great talking to you too. He said I woke up in time to see a bit of the show while I got ready, so that's a win for me. That's his Facebook Friday.
Nice, David.
Great, David.
Make sure you're here next Friday and whenever
We'll get the app and you can listen to Marco every single day.
And thank you. I appreciate you following me. It's awesome. It's so awesome. I thought we already had National Chocolate Day.
This is World Chocolate
Okay,
Day.
now
So and then
now
there's probably even an international chocolate
and
day.
is there a local chocolate day?
Local chocolate day. Yeah. Anything anybody can kind of
Listen, I love
on.
chocolate, so you can have as many days as possible with chocolate.
Costco's bringing back a big fan favorite sort of a food too. I don't know. You go to Costco. I didn't know that this was a thing at Costco, but they serve up different treats there. And something that disappeared and is back: Reese's dipped animal crackers. They released them earlier this year. They vanished from the shelves, and they're now back at Costco's, according to Costco Hot Finds Instagram.
Are you on some like food website? What are you doing over
This
there?
is just the little food news that came in.
Okay, a
today.
little food
Mhm.
news.
Yep.
I could go for some chocolate covered animal crackers.
Reese's dipped animal crackers. They sound amazing.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was a thing, but I might look for those next time at Costco.
Yeah. I think anything chocolate dipped can be a thing.
Chocolate dipped anything?
Yeah. I mean, they have those fountains you can rent out. Where
yeah.
Chocolate fountains. You just dip everything in them.
We got one of those
Strawberries,
as a
marshmallows.
wedding present somebody gave us.
What? You got a chocolate
We have a
fountain?
chocolate fountain.
Do you
How
use
many
it?
times have you used that since you've been married?
We used it within our first year.
Once.
And I think we used it for my daughter's birthday a few years ago. Her birthday always lands on National Chocolate Day. So for her
Is
birthday,
it National Chocolate Day or international or world or local?
Oh boy, I don't know.
Because
It's December 16th. I don't know. I have no idea. So yeah, it could be. I don't know. I'm not sure which one it is.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's a chocolate day.
I was going to say, if your kids know you have one, there's no way that is staying.
Well, that's the thing is
stored
we
away.
had it, but it has been. That was at least 2 years
Oh,
ago.
I
And
mean,
before
I would
that,
want to fill up the bathtub with it. I mean, I love chocolate.
we tried
so-
different things though too. Like we tried nacho cheese with it, and
Can you gummy it up?
a little bit. You got to. That's the problem is you got to make it kind of runny. It's got to flow kind of
Yeah.
like water.
Right.
Yeah.
So we tried that. We tried ranch. We did.
Oh my
ranch
gosh, that'd be something
whirlpool?
my daughter would be all
Disgusting,
about.
But
actually.
no, you know, because then you got veggies. You put, you dip the veggies under
nacho
there,
chips,
right?
pizza. And people put ranch on
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Mm.
So, but again, you have to water it down. It can't be a thick ranch, and that was what we learned. It was what you gotta. So it's not really the best ranch.
Well, but I understand that chocolate's pretty thick. So why does chocolate go through?
Because you can make chocolate a little runnier, and it's okay. I don't know.
Sounds like you might be making that up.
I'm not. I don't know the.
You don't know the physics behind
I don't know the physics behind it.
All right.
It's only been a couple times. It's a pain to clean, so we really haven't brought it out in a while.
Sounds like the perfect wedding gift.
It gets right. It's gotten more use than our tennis rackets. We got those as a wedding gift too, and we have not used those once. But they're nice looking tennis
Hey,
rackets.
listen,
But when you
whoever
opened them, didn't you go, oh, what a great idea?
Yeah, like well, we registered for it.
Oh, you
know,
did?
we
Why would
registered
you
for tennis
register
rackets.
tennis rackets.
Well, because maybe you want to play tennis. Maybe.
Maybe.
You know, and you want to go out and play tennis. But I'll
They
tell you,
wouldn't?
they're nice. They're really nice rackets.
Yeah.
They look beautiful with the plastic covering still on them.
You know what a racket is getting a gift and not using it. That's a racket.
Well, it's and then it just kind of hangs in the
they're a
the
collector's
garage.
item though, because it was 20 years ago, right?
No, 13.
13.
Almost 14. Almost. Wow.
All right. So
almost
that's
14.
Still,
Funny.
No, 13. Almost 13.
13 years.
It was 2010.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good thing your wife is not watching.
Oh, I know. That's
This is like the third one today that might be a problem.
That's yeah. There's a great question for the 7:00 hour on Facebook Friday Live. What's a wedding gift that you've received that you've never used? Do you have anything? Did you ever get a wedding gift?
No.
You used all your wedding gifts.
We eloped. We didn't.
You
have a
eloped. Oh, you
wedding.
didn't have any wedding gifts.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you have anything?
Funny story. I was also married and we eloped. So yeah, we went to actually Dolly
We
World.
got married in the same place.
What?
Down at Pigeon Forge.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You guys
I think
both
we
got
talked
married
about
at Dollywood,
but not together.
Not in Dollywood. No.
not at the same time.
Dollywood is near. I only say Dollywood because people might not know where Pigeon Forge. It's actually in Sevierville, Tennessee. But I lived in Nashville at the time, and it's like a 3-hour drive.
Dollywood is a great place.
Yeah, we went down to Severe.
We might have got married in the
County,
same place.
You know,
What year did you get married?
Oh God, now you're gonna get me in trouble.
Oh,
95.
Oh yeah, it was way before me. I'm not way before. I was 2003-ish, but yeah. So there you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Incredible. Look
on
at that.
Mountaintop. Yeah, it was beautiful.
Oh, it's great. I love that place. Yeah. So no wedding gifts.
So no wedding gifts. Okay. But did you already have everything you needed in your house?
No, that's why I keep telling
Me
Jeff
too.
we
I
need
was
to
a
renew
poor-
our vows and have a big shindig.
There you go.
because no.
It's a poor
Renew your vows
radio
and-
25-year-old radio DJ.
Have you seen there's something where people they're marrying themselves? Have you seen that?
Well, I tell you, I'm on a dating scene currently. I don't know if you can tell, but marrying myself is going to be the next option because there's literally nothing else going on.
We got 8 seconds.
Nothing else is going on. K100, Lynn and Marco, thank you so much for hanging out here. It's a Friday Facebook Live. It is a feel-good Friday. Thanks to everybody chiming in. You can hit us live on Facebook and watch the whole show. We're basically doing 2 shows. I don't know if we get overtime or double pay because we aren't doing 2 shows, but it certainly is fun to keep in touch with everybody. And this is pretty cool. Actually, I just saw this. They covered this on USA. What is this? What are we watching? Is that Good Morning America? Yeah. This is it's happened in Michigan. This is a feel-good story, though. Hero boys in Michigan save a 7-year-old drowning in a pool. Did you see this thing?
I did not see that story.
Yeah, so Noah Roach is 12. His 8-year-old brother, Weston Woods, were recently recognized by the Sheriff's Department there in Michigan for rescuing a little boy named Griffin Emerson. He was 7. Now, he was drowning in their apartment complex pool. I just saw the video of it. He kind of goes in the deep end, and he looks like he's doing okay. And this is why you got to be real careful when you pull, because he doesn't instantly start drowning. He was swimming, and then he couldn't catch his breath. He went under, and the boys noticed right away. They got together. They jumped in the pool, and they saved his life. So everybody, it all well that ends well. And this is the time of year when you're at the pool. Just be careful watching everybody, because you just never know when. Yeah, you just go under, and then all of a sudden you can't help it.
Yeah, keep an eye on those kids. And another good piece of advice: make sure that your kids are wearing like brightly colored bathing suits that look different than the color of the water, maybe the size of the pool. They say blue bathing suits are not a good idea. Put them in something orange or
Sure.
Yeah, yellow. Yeah.
My son looks like he's drowning whenever he swims. He swims upward like this, and he waves his arms like
Kind
he's
of doggy
fine.
paddle, yeah.
He's
But he
fine,
always
but it
has
scares.
people jumping
But
in
it scares
after
the
him.
lifeguards. They're always very concerned about him.
Well, that's good, though. Keep them on their toes. And they know everything's good. All right, well, we're less than about 12 minutes away or so from these tickets to go see a great show. Faster Horses is coming. I can't believe it's already actually here, to be honest with you. We've been talking about this for a little while now.
Yep, happening up at MIS the weekend of the 14th through the 16th. So not this, but next weekend. Going to be a huge event. We're going to get you there for free. Something happening north of the border this weekend you might want to check out. The 6th annual Lavender Harvest Festival. I am so looking forward to this. I'm going to actually be up there. And we're going to be there from, I think, 10 to noon. I'll be there broadcasting. But Lavender Lane Farm, more than 6 acres, of the fragrant, blooming lavender that's grown right there.
Oh.
And you can come pick it. Purple, white lavender straight from the fields. The views are amazing. Take a camera, get some amazing photos. They'll have live music, food trucks, more than 75 vendors on hand. They've got a petting farm up there, riding ponies for the kids. And admission's just $15. And if you've got kids 12 and under, they are absolutely free all day long. It's Lavender Bliss. And the location is 12040 Plank Road up in Milan, Michigan.
Love that. Can you imagine the smell of the lavender?
I am so looking forward to it. I am assuming that I am going to leave smelling good and feeling incredibly relaxed.
So it costs $15 now to
Yes.
pick the lavenders. Can you pick it for free, or how does that work?
Only if you climb the fence. I'll tell you how to do that later on.
I'm not certain. I'll find out.
Okay.
All right, there you go. It's K100. We are Lynn and Marco. Thank you so much for being right here.
Oh, that I remember. I put up something about that last year, but I think I put it on my website about the Lavender Festival.
I guess it's hugely attended.
Yeah.
The guy
So you're going to be up there. And what day is it?
It's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
So,
All right.
yeah, the guy who runs it, Joe, I can't think of his last name. He texted me last night and said, "Let me know before you arrive." He goes, "Because your arrival time is going to be crazy busy, and I'll try to help steer you through something." And oh my gosh.
Wow.
So, yeah. Joe Pusta. That's his
People
name.
love their lavender. All right. Well, as I said before earlier, this hour, the Facebook Friday Live is brought to you by Toledo Custom Countertops. They do an awesome job, whether it's a bathroom countertop, kitchen countertops. They do a great job. I was witness to a full install, and
There's
first
a lot to that, isn't
this
there?
place was, well, they've got this machine. So they put the glue in, and they got this machine that wedges these two things together, pulls them together to give you that seamless countertop look. And you gotta really get in there and look to see the seam, but
All
it's
materials,
really incredible.
Granite. They do.
It really is incredible. So here's the video. I'm going to show this again.
We mount the sink. We'll go around the sink with this Black Mamba industrial strength glue, and then go around with a bead of silicone around in front of the Mamba. Then we'll bring the sink up and wedge some boards underneath it to hold it. And this glue will actually hold up to 350 pounds.
There you go. 300 pounds. Oh, this is the Britney Spears?
Yeah.
This is the Britney Spears thing. I don't mean to laugh. That's not, but it is kind of funny.
So I didn't see what happened because I was walking straight and we took those stuff.
That person turned out to be pop superstar Britney Spears.
I think he turned around and hit her, actually. Knocked her down.
Knocked.
Until hours later.
I thought it was no big deal. And the security of this person with me was Britney Spears. So I was like, no, you're joking. But, yeah, it turns out it was Britney Spears. I know.
He's even laughing.
Spears filing a police report claiming she was slapped across the face by one of the security guards so hard it nearly knocked her down and knocked her glasses off. Police are working to get a statement from Spears, and the district attorney is reviewing the matter. Spears saying in a statement on social media, "I am aware of the player's statement where he mentions I grabbed him from behind, but I simply tapped him on the shoulder," going on to say, "I get swarmed by people all the time. In fact, that night I was swarmed by a group of at least 20 fans. My security team didn't hit any of them."
Boom!
There you go.
Or citations have been issued. Law enforcement telling ABC News police are reviewing surveillance video of the incident where Wembanyama security reacts. And the law enforcement was telling us police are looking at that security video.
That's very interesting.
Well, there we go. That's smacked her. You know, if it were Taylor Swift, she'd write a song about it.
Yeah, and probably make another $1 million.
Speaking of Taylor Swift, though, so last night this morning at midnight, she dropped her new Taylor's version of the Speak Now album.
Yeah.
And that's back when she was still country. So are these songs going to start charting on the...
Do you know why she did that?
Yeah, the whole Scooter Braun thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So somebody,
that's
in case you don't know, when you're an artist, somebody buys your catalog, you have no right over your music. So
right.
She's re-recorded just about everything, and anything labeled Taylor's version is one that she's re-released,
right?
So that she can make money off of it, and not Scooter Braun.
Scooter Braun
is Justin Bieber's found Justin Bieber, his agent too. But buying a catalog, that's insane. So that's a whole crazy story. But
it's huge. But now so she released it at midnight.
Yeah,
I guess there's some new songs on it.
I think she's already transcended the country Miata. But Lynn could probably talk more about
What do you think, Lynn? Are these songs on the new Speak Now album, the re-released Taylor's version Speak Now? Are these going to be charting on?
They'll chart.
They'll chart on country radio.
I think absolutely they will. Yeah.
Because the other ones did. Mm-hmm. Her original,
Will radio play them? I'm not sure about that.
Right.
But the fans will listen. They will chart.
Yeah. Well, the fans will definitely. My wife and her friend stayed up until midnight and beyond and to listen to the album as it went live. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah. My wife's a big.
And what did she think?
She a Swiftie?
Oh, big Swiftie. She met Taylor down at Country Concert back in 2008. 2008. And took a picture with her. They were standing outside the table where she had all of her merch and everything. And she was an opening act. Did I already tell you this?
No.
She met her. Well, she and her sister were there looking at all the merch, and some guy comes over and starts talking to them, asking if they were fans of Taylor Swift. And my wife, of course, was. As soon as first song she ever heard of her was instantly hooked. And he said, "Well, my name is Scott Swift. I'm Taylor's dad. Would you like to come back and meet her?" So they got backstage, and
wow, that's awesome.
Which was just in a little tent back then.
Yeah.
I mean, she was an afternoon act at Country Concert.
Oh yeah,
at that point.
I was in Nashville when she was breaking. But the one thing I remember about meeting Taylor Swift is I come up to basically her belly button. She is so tall. I mean, I was like, gosh, that's insane. But she's always been super sweet. And one thing I will always say, people always ask me, and I've met a lot of people because I've been doing this for a long time. Taylor Swift is one of the sweetest people, and she does stuff when there's no cameras on. She brings people backstage that have disabilities, and there's no cameras. There's no look at what I'm doing. She is one of the nicest people that I've, at least from what I could tell, that I've seen. So
that's great.
Good for her and I could see it. She started that way. So.
Yeah, well, my wife is a big fan. Huge fan.
When she listened, did she find the reimagined songs? Were they same sounding, or are they reimagined?
Or they Eric Church?
Oh no, they're the same.
Church it up?
No, they're the same. They're the same songs. And
her
I guess
voice is different.
There's new. I think her voice has gotten better.
Yeah, and I heard she changed some lyrics. Right, all right, hang on a second.
Oh yeah, she did.
Hold that thought. That is Nate Smith, Whiskey on You on K100. He will be performing that with Thomas Rhett and Cole Swindell right here at the Huntington Center. And I'm sure we'll probably have a couple of tickets because we are your concert connection. Spotify doesn't give you free tickets. YouTube Music doesn't give you free tickets. But do you know who does? K100.
How about we do that right now?
I love that idea.
Okay, Faster Horses Festival, Brooklyn, Michigan, July 14th, 15th, 16th. And we have got a pair of passes, and these are 3-day passes, which means it's worth about $500.
Wow. All right, we're going to set you up. We'll take caller 10 right now, 419-240-1000, and we'll just give you them for free because we love you here. It's K100. You want to just go?
Hi, K100, your caller 1, try back. K100, caller 2, dial again. Hi, K100, your caller 2, try again. K100, caller 3, dial again. K100, your caller 4, try back. K100, caller 5, dial again. Hi, K100, your caller number 6, try back. K100, your caller 7, try again. Good morning, K100, your caller number 8, dial again. All yours, mister.
K100, your caller number 9.
Oh,
sorry.
Man, that stinks.
Somebody's got to be 9.
Hello?
Yeah. Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, you're caller 9. You got to be 10, bro. Sorry.
All right.
Yep, good try. We love you. Bye-bye. K100.
Hi. This
Hi.
is Jessica.
Jessica, you're caller 10. You did it. Nice work. What are you doing?
I'm sorry.
I said, good job. You're caller 10. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
I know what she's doing
She's
the 14th,
speechless.
15th, and 16th.
Yep.
Going to faster horses. MIS. Congratulations.
Yeah, sounds like your phone is cutting out, so we're going to cut this off before you get lost here. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, hang on. You got her on hold?
Yeah.
Now remember this time when you're getting her personal information, make sure it's not broadcasting live. We don't want that. There we go. Oh, to be caller 9. What a...
Are you on a speakerphone? You're very hard to understand. Okay. Jessica, what's your last name?
Some days
All right. And what's your address?
you feel like caller 9. Some days you feel like caller 10.
Could you spell that for me? Okay, thank you. That's all right. You started spelling it and then I lost you. I don't. Okay, and where is that at?
Congratulations.
What's your phone number, please?
Yeah, sound like a terrible cell phone connections. A lot of times they'll get on and you didn't have that. I try to hurry it up because if they get lost, there's about 10,000 people calling us right now. She'll never get back through.
And what's your email address?
Jacqueline. So the other night every Wednesday night at 9 o'clock, I host bingo out at
Pretty close. We're here right now.
Frogtown Johnny's.
Nice.
And
Are there
it's
hot girls out there.
people. Oh yeah,
that are single.
Gorgeous. I don't usually ask, but you should. You gotta stop in sometime. I'll ask them. Well, we were giving away tickets to go see Styx.
Oh yeah, so that was last night.
That was at Centennial Terrace
So you
last
gave
night.
her, like same day tickets.
Next day, because it was Wednesday night, and so Thursday night was the concert. And you went to this girl Jacqueline, and she said she had a blast. So
nice.
And you know what? She went. You know who she took? She took her father.
Well, that's
So
probably cool.
so she didn't take a boyfriend.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that for you.
Well, no, yeah, I see that.
So-
maybe
so-
she has a boyfriend, but said, you know what, Dad is probably a
Maybe
Styx fan.
maybe that's it.
See,
I don't know. I know Jacqueline. Jacqueline, are you single? All right, Marco wants to know.
You can't just ask. that.
Well, how are you supposed to know? How are you
telling you.
supposed to know? If
You
that-
could never be on the dating scene in 2023.
Oh, I would.
It's
No,
just there's so many rules now. You actually can't go up to a girl. That is off limits. Like to go.
Really?
Oh yeah.
You can't
cannot.
just. You can't approach a girl and
No.
say, "Hi, how are you?"
No.
I'm Pat McCarty.
Nope.
I'd like
You're
to buy you a drink.
Instantly in
get
creep
to know you."
territory. They
Really?
will. Oh, dude, the guy on TikTok got maced for walking up to a girl.
Really?
Yeah, like in like broad daylight.
That's
It's insane. I'm telling you, there's so many rules. You have no idea.
Sorry, Marco. She has a boyfriend.
they all
Nathan.
do.
Nathan's a lucky guy,
They all do.
and that's a shame because Jacqueline's attractive. I definitely would have hooked. I would have.
Yeah.
I would have introduced the two of you. So, but Jacqueline.
K100.
Doesn't.
And
So
the winner
is
Nathan's a lucky man. So better luck next time, Marco.
Jessica, you're caller 10. You did it. Nice work. What are you doing? Oh my gosh.
I know what she's doing
She's
the 14th,
speechless.
15th, and 16th.
Yeah.
Going to faster horses. MIS. Congratulations.
Yeah, sounds like your phone is cutting out, so we're going to cut this off before you get lost here. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, so
the dating scene.
dating scene
So
is-
what do you do? What do you do? If
you
anybody's
stay
watching right
in
now,
your house and you just hope that a girl randomly falls through the ceiling. That has not happened yet.
Not yet.
It's not.
Yet.
But I wait every day
So
in my living
far.
room. I'm telling you, you think I'm kidding. You cannot go up to any, like, if you see a beautiful girl in the grocery store, you do not approach them. You do not approach them. You do not say anything. You just keep your eyes forward and you just.
Looking like me, I can understand. Like, I can't approach a girl. But what if I looked like, I shouldn't say Brad Pitt because he looks greasy now, but like early
Well,
2000s
so
Brad Pitt.
That's the caveat. So it has to do obviously with an attraction level, because there's no girl
Right.
that's going to see somebody that she's totally attracted to that comes up. That's going to be fine. It's the ones that you don't want. But the problem is you don't know if you're that guy or not that guy. So you have to always.
Well, that hasn't changed.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah.
So then you just have to assume, unless they come up to you, you're not that guy.
So you either have to be very attractive or very wealthy. Then you're allowed to approach.
Well, yeah. Well, I don't know.
Right?
That's
What
now-
do you think, Lynn?
It's been too long since I've
It's-
been out there. Thank God.
I'm
but
telling
yeah,
you, you guys think
I'm
it's a joke.
so-
It's not. I'm telling you, the dating scene is ridiculous.
My wife and I have talked about it, and I said we'll never hate each other. We love each other very much, but we could, if it ever came to it, I would say, I don't care what it is. Divorces are not only way too expensive, but also, I don't want to ever be in the dating scene ever.
I'm telling you, even sitting here, you don't believe me, but I'm telling you, spend one day out. It's just, it's atrocious. So you got to go out, and that
you know what they
doesn't work.
say works out for a lot of people are reconnecting with someone that they knew when they were younger. I think there's something to
Sure.
knowing someone as almost like as you're growing up, who knows your roots, who knows your
Right.
background a little bit. There's a familiarity there. And so maybe that would take away fear right away.
Maybe a friend that you knew back in,
you'd
in grade
alleviate
school or high school.
this is a strange person. But I show her all the time videos. This girl was doing a TikTok. She's hyperventilating in her car. This guy came up and started talking to me. I mean, it was like, you saw the video.
Yeah,
It's insane. Like she just wanted to say hi, but it was so traumatic. She sat in her car.
Is
and
there
was crying.
video of the guy like approaching her? Like,
No,
is there-
she just made the video in her car.
She just made the
when
video in her
was
car.
felt
So
safe in the car.
that's on her then. I think maybe
Well,
she's
she's not the only one. That's how it is.
That's crazy.
That is how it is now. So, but I think the caveat, if we're going to have an honest conversation, if you're super good looking, I'm sure that doesn't happen to you. If you're a super
there
good looking
should
guy.
be a I don't know. There should be a it's a double standard out there, right?
So, and listen, to be honest, I mean, obviously, if you're a guy like me, that's not, I'm not like some supermodel, but I usually get the girls that find me attractive. I make them laugh. They like my personality. That is automatically taken from you because you don't ever have a chance to do that.
Right.
There's no,
You don't have a chance to get to know them at all.
unless they're in some sort of inner circle, or like Lynn said, you grew up with them. So, for guys like me, it's terrible.
I think there needs to be a Toledo dating show. And I think we need to make it happen.
We could, couldn't we?
Absolutely.
I don't know. I don't know if it would work.
All we need is a willing single bachelor.
Where could we possibly find a willing single bachelor? Date? Yeah. Win a date with Marco. Well, that, I mean,
Yeah,
that
I don't
would be
think
easy to
anybody
do.
nobody would qualify for that. I think we would.
Now,
be,
here's the
I
other
think we'd
side.
be
Here's-
searching for many weeks.
You're
for,
listening to him talk about this, but here's the other side of the coin. You a little particular.
Are you picky?
Me? I mean, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I'm not super picky, but I gotta like you. I gotta find, I mean, I gotta.
There's a standard. You have to, yeah. You
I
have
wouldn't
to.
say standard. I just have to, I think, I like personalities. I like people that are, like me, a little outgoing. Do what I love
Sure.
motorcycles. So I mean, yeah, obviously you have to, but I wouldn't say I'm super picky.
We're looking
Yeah, I
for a
would say.
girl that wants to ride on the back of Marco's motorcycle.
Well, that should be important because it is important
Sure.
to you.
Right? Yeah. So,
Yeah.
And my daughter told me the other day that she wants to learn to ride a motorcycle. And I just kind of like,
That's
I don't know.
Dude, you can't just say no to that. You gotta-
I didn't say no to it. I
Well,
said
and
I
you
kind
know,
of,
there is something to letting your child have the reins on something that while they're fearless.
right.
While
right.
they're young and while they're a little bit fearless, if it's something that it's probably better if she actually has an interest in it, learns to start doing something when she's 11, 12, 13, than when
right.
she's 25.
When she's or 35 and,
Right.
and it just ends up crashing into the
Yeah.
woods on their first practice try.
Or she's gonna
know,
be 35 and
me.
find the love of her life being a motorcycle and be so mad at you because you didn't let her discover it until she was an adult. she's going to hold it against you. I've missed, like when you find that one thing that you love, like, I can't believe I found this so late. I wish I would have found this when I was like 7.
So I should probably have her maybe ride some dirt bikes or something like that, right?
That's how I learned,
starting small. That's what I remember you saying that. That's how you started.
Because
when I was 8.
Riding dirt bikes.
Confidence, balance, all of that, experience, and really see if she is passionate about it or loves it. But I think if it can carry over as she's older and really give her a skill level that you wouldn't be so fearful of her being on it.
That's true. That's a good point. Hey, here's a good feel good Friday. Patricia Wilson, who's talking about what we were just talking about. After my husband passed, I was 49. I'm very sorry to hear that. That's I was not interested in dating. 4 years later, my brother set me up on a blind date at a comedy club, and she has now been with him for 13 years.
See?
So it can still happen, but you need the help of friends.
Yeah, you really,
I think maybe that's
it doesn't hurt. You have to be open to that.
Yeah. Somebody can say, hey, I think this. Yeah, I've got a friend that I'm looking to set up with somebody. So yeah, but you have to. What's that?
A female friend or a male friend?
I have 2 friends.
Wow, that's amazing.
Isn't that incredible?
I don't even have one.
I have a female friend and she's a friend of a friend.
Does she like motorcycles?
I'm not setting her up with Marco.
Why?
Yeah, why don't you set her up with the other friend that's a guy? You have 2 right there. You have a girlfriend and a guy friend.
That's true. That's
Set 'em
true.
up.
Wait, I could.
Yeah.
See, I just hate the whole notion. I don't want to be responsible for somebody else's happiness. That terrifies me to think about setting somebody up.
All right, hold that thought.
Oh, McGraw on Toledo's country music station, K100. There you go. Somebody who found the perfect partner for them.
Oh, my gosh. Couldn't have found better, right?
Lynn and Marco, we are sponsored by Charlie's Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Thanks so much for being a part of our shows. It's Facebook Friday Live with the guy in the 419, Pat McCarty. So if you're listening, you can also watch the second show that's underway right there at our Facebook page.
Yeah, that one's been going on full throttle nonstop since we've started here at 6 a.m. here on that broadcast. So appreciate that. It is a Feel Good Friday. We'd like to hear from you here. Coming up here at 8:20, we've got Tough Love with Siri.
And at 8:30, a spin of the birthday wheel could make you $1,010 richer, courtesy of Genoa Bank and K100. Listen for your shot to win. It's 8:03. Time for your latest look at news.
Good morning. I'm James Starks with the 13 Action News headlines. One of 2 men charged with a brutal murder from last year made an appearance in court yesterday. 31-year-old Andre Wright, who also goes by Andre Jackson, did not enter a plea to an aggravated murder charge. He's due back in court later today. Police say Wright and another man, Jerome Phillips, fired shots at a car stopped in traffic last October, killing 26-year-old Jonathan Coleman. 2 others in the vehicle were also hurt. Meanwhile, the Lucas County EMA wants to remind residents that today is First Friday when tornado sirens are tested. Right at noon, those sirens will go for about 1 minute, and if you're outside and cannot hear the siren, please call the EMA. Well, it'll be August in no time. The kids will be back in the classroom, so we're collecting donations to make sure every student has supplies to succeed when that new school year begins. So we're teaming up with Dave White Chevrolet, Gallon Tackers and Boys and All, Arnold Home Improvement, and Select, Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan McDonald's locations for our Stuff the Bus campaign. Now through July 20th, you can donate those new school supplies. For more information, go to 13abc.com. Now you're up to the minute. I'm James Starks with 13 Action News.
K100 weather from the Jim White Toyota Weather Center. See what the Jim White Toyota Advantage is all about. Cars are arriving daily. Right car, right price, right now. Here's 13 ABC's Ross Ellett.
It'll be a refreshing day for today. Lower humidity, more sunshine, with the high around 82. For tonight, more clouds on the way, with the low down to 64. And coming up for your Saturday, highs around 78, with some showers and a few thunderstorms moving in midday through the afternoon. Coming up on Sunday, slim chance of a shower early on, while the high right around 79. In the First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ross Ellett.
It's 72 now at K100. Traffic continues to move smoothly, with the exception of 75 northbound between Erie Road and Otter Creek Road, where they have that single lane closure in place. So not unusual to see it congested, and it is that right now. Call, text if there's anything else, 419-240-1000. That line sponsored by Perrysburg Premier Garage Door and a service of your information station, Toledo's K100.
Nice.
All right. So this hour of the Facebook Friday Live is sponsored by Team Johnson Limousine.
I have ridden in their party limousine.
You have ridden in their party bus before.
Yes.
During
like
they were
fun.
they were the travel sponsor for when we were doing Tastiest in Town. Something I gotta get that back up and going again. That was a lot of fun. We went to a lot of great places in the area. So a lot of attention brought to the local restaurants and just a good time.
But the party bus allowed everybody to travel together, stay safe, because there was a little bit of drinking involved.
You want to enjoy yourself, but sometimes you want to enjoy yourself. And you're absolutely right. There was nobody getting lost. Everybody was able to travel together, and that was incredible. But they have now a fleet of 20 that are most unique in the world. They have 5 new charter buses.
Wow.
That are getting delivered next week. So they can go up to, I think some people might have taken some up to the Taylor Swift concert up in Detroit. So if you're going to a concert, I mean, here's the great thing. Imagine going to a concert. When's the Justin Moore concert?
November 4th.
And where is that?
Stranahan.
At the Stranahan. Okay. So you cruise around, you get some of your friends together, and you say, hey, we're going to go see Justin Moore, and we're going to hop in this party bus. You don't have to worry about parking anywhere. You don't have to worry about
and parking can be really expensive.
Absolutely. Or it can just be a hassle. You might have to park really far away. But you have an opportunity, then you can go out beforehand. You can cruise around town, have some drinks, get dropped off right at the door. Once the concert's over, you walk out and boom, your ride is right there to drop you off wherever you need to go, so you get home safely. It's a great thing to do.
It is nice. Did that for the Garth Brooks show a couple of years ago, and it was such a treat because that was such a crazy crowd.
Yeah.
And it's nice.
We took one of their VIP party buses. It was their big one too. I was expecting a small little shuttle bus, like a little 12 passenger. We went up to the airport to go down to Disney World, and so I contacted Brandon and I said, hey, would you, we need a ride up to the airport. And I was expecting this, like a little 12-person shuttle bus, since there were only 9 of us. And 5 a.m, the VIP bus, this gigantic bus shows up. Nice hardwood floors, the leather seats, the lights, everything. It was amazing.
It was riding in style.
Oh, we did.
Right.
It was great. It was wonderful. So if you got, concerts that you're going to, you need a trip up to the airport. They'll even drive if you're going down somewhere, you're going to Florida, you're going to wherever, you can take that, and that's going to cost you, but they do it. The point is they do it. School trips, sporting events. I know they're working with UT, and they're working with some of the high schools to get them to their different sporting events and their charter buses.
Yeah, they've got an impressive fleet.
They really do. So, and Brandon Johnson, I gotta rave about him for a minute. He is a man who has a heart of gold. He, every Christmas, we should get you guys involved with this, because this is pretty amazing.
What does he do?
What's that?
What does he do?
So what they do is he has 2 different events. The one is they get a bunch of sponsors and a bunch of people, and they go like out to Walmart in Spring Meadows, and they have lists of all these kids that are staying at the Family House. Family House is an organization that allows, how sometimes they say, well, this is for women, or this is for women and children.
Yes.
Family House allows the families to stay together while they're going through a hard time and they're temporarily living there. But there's a lot of times there's kids there, and oh my gosh, I'll have to make a video for it next year for some of the past times. But they buy thousands and thousands of dollars of gifts, and then everybody meets over at Loma Linda's, and you have some margaritas, and you wrap everything, so everything's wrapped beautifully.
Oh, no, cool.
And then they load it up onto the party buses.
Margaritas, is it wrapped beautifully?
Oh yes.
Okay.
And they load them up with the party buses, and they take them out to the Family House, and Santa's there and helping to distribute all the presents to the kids.
So nice.
The kids get all these great presents. So it's a wonderful thing. And the second thing he does is closer to Christmas time. That's usually at the beginning of the month. Closer to Christmas time, they put out a call and say, okay, who has a family in need? And it doesn't necessarily have to be, lower income, but maybe just somebody, last year it was, or 2 years ago, it was, somebody who just lost a father. They're just, way too quickly, too young. And so we showed up, and what we do is we go out and we buy the presents. We ask that they're Christmas list, and we show up, and he's done things. He's given cars to people who need modes of transportation. There was a nurse whose house had burnt down, and so we showed up at the hospital with this trailer full of gifts for, and not just presents, but like passes for the kids to like Sky Zone and just fun things and stuff like that. And it's just kind of a reminder that, hey, there are people in this community that care about you. And so, he organized it. He works with Mavalino Home Builders, and they put this event on every year. I've been working with him for the past several years now. Just kind of being there to film everything.
Really
and
special. It is really special because, like you say, when you're a family that's struggling, whether it's emotionally, whether it is financially,
right,
to know that someone is in your corner and truly cares about you, what a difference that makes.
It's incredible. Yeah. It's incredible. We sent one family to Disney World one year. I'll put together a little montage. Cool. I'll put together a montage and show it next week. But yeah, so it's incredible. So Team Johnson Limousine is great. And the owner of that, Brandon Johnson, he's heart of gold. He's got so many ideas. I don't think every time I talk to him, he's got another idea for something.
That's awesome.
But it's great. Okay. So hearing that the Four Horsemen closed down, somebody ran into oh boy, that's not good. Sound like not good management was maybe the reason that the Four Horsemen. Hopefully it can reopen. Hopefully somebody will reopen it, because it really was. They had great little bar, great burgers.
Over on Lewis Avenue. Just like you said, such a great history.
The Four Horsemen closed down. What are people?
As we were speaking about dive bars, I had somebody kind of wag their fingers at me because I mentioned Crazy Lady, and I did not mention the Den or Veeler's Tavern. Veeler's Tavern. A couple people mentioning that they love that for a dive bar. They're over on
Why are you leaving them out?
And you know what? There's particular nights where there's a lot of motorcycles out in front of Veeler's Tavern. You might want to check that out.
Really?
Yeah.
I love motorcycles.
Yep.
Hey, let me give you a little life hack. I
All
love
right.
life hacks. This is pretty cool. This is something that
I
discovered a few years ago. So what I like to do is I don't know if you know this, Pat, but I love drinking Diet Mountain Dew.
I do. I've noticed.
I also love very cold beverages. I love ice cold beverages. So what I do is you can see this Diet. Now this is frozen. I freeze these. Yep. Every once in a while it's free. So now you have a big block of Diet Mountain Dew. Now if you just let this thaw and drank it, it would be nasty, because once you freeze something, you think it's ruined. But what you do is then you get a regular Diet Mountain Dew, and then you just pour it right in here, and then you have it over ice. And then the ice melts. It's also Diet Mountain Dew. So you have a double shot of Diet Mountain Dew, ice cold.
You know who would appreciate that hack?
Who?
Mookie.
Really?
Yes, he loves Diet Mountain Dew too.
Yeah, but this could be Pepsi. This could be Diet.
And you get rid of all that unnecessary water.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just have and
it'll be ice
Diet
cold.
Mountain Dew concentrate, ice cold.
Yes. It's like a little double shot. Everyone's excited about it, but everyone has to be me.
Do I look dark? You guys both look bright.
Great, man.
But the lighting.
Yeah.
Is it? Do I look dark on here? I look
you do, but you look kind of suddenly dark. It didn't look like that before.
Right.
Ooh, suddenly dark. Like
Suddenly.
like a romance novel.
Hey, yeah, it could be, couldn't it? I like that.
Dark.
Or soap opera.
I wonder how I fix that. I need a little
probably
ring.
with light.
Need a little ring light or something.
You look like you have an incredible tan.
Lights.
Or one of those lights. Who's willing to get up there?
I am.
Well, you're the smallest, so.
So somebody used Todd Kaufman he bought a coupon, the sweet deal.
Nice. That's how you do it.
To the Four Horsemen.
Yes, that wasn't that long ago.
And so now what does they do with, you guys don't, Todd, what I will say is they have zero control over that. They have zero control over whether a place stays open or not. That's I don't know.
Spider-Man.
Look at you.
Oh yeah, look at that, dude. Spotlighting Pat.
There we go. No, that's like right in the face. That's
dude.
There we go.
Yeah.
Right in the face, bothering you?
No, it's okay. I'm not gonna complain. You got up there and did that. I'm not gonna complain about anything. So yeah, I would say that when it comes to you buy a coupon,
you probably gotta use
And
don't wait.
Yeah.
It's not good.
That's
I
but
mean, hey,
yeah, but
in
you
this particular case,
Yeah.
I guess you shouldn't have, but that shouldn't ever be an issue. You hate to think that that's an issue for somebody because those should be good for a good long while.
right. You would hope, but you guys have zero control over it. You don't control if the restaurant stays open or not. That's
we don't. You want to put
that's,
another song in here though, because we can't break
Yeah.
16. Yeah. So, what I would say is try to use it before they go out of business.
which
That's-
is which you
late.
can't predict.
So, I mean,
Oh,
that is
man.
also, by the way, why I'm not in customer service.
That's
Just so you guys know.
That's
Come on.
probably for the best.
All right. Can we get a sweeper there?
Yeah, here, let me have it. I'll do it. Oh, yeah. You like to go the wrong way. I love it.
Sorry.
Look at that.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
What's going to happen next?
It's Tough Love with Siri on K100.
Oh, yeah, dude. Come on. All right.
Get rid of that.
Get rid of the
Now
bump.
it's on.
Yeah. And then I'll put open in here. And then we'll do this, and everyone will be excited.
Okay.
Except whoever bought the thing for 4 horsepower. It's the only person not excited. But you kind of live and learn. I'm sure I'm just messing with you. I'm sure they'll refund money or do whatever.
Yeah.
We'll figure it
Yeah. I don't know how all that works, the sweet deal.
out. Me neither.
Hmm.
I barely know how the radio works. Well, here you go.
Switch celebrating in the re-release on Instagram, writing in part, it's here, it's yours, it's mine, it's ours. It's an album I wrote alone about the whims, fantasies, heartaches, dramas, and tragedies I lived out as a young woman between the ages of 18 and 20. She goes on to say that re-recording Speak Now at 32 brought back a lot of nostalgia and appreciation for life and for reclaiming her work. Speak Now, Taylor's version, features 22 songs, 6 from the vault tracks, 1 featuring Fall Out Boy, another with Paramore's Halle Williams. The original Speak Now came out in 2010. It sold more than 1 million copies in its first week. She won Grammys for Best Country Solo Performance and Best Country Song for Me. I remember her performing that on the Grammys. She was incredible.
It's so amazing how they're now reclaiming their music.
Yeah.
A lot of artists doing this now.
Absolutely.
Well, that's-
And
Look at that.
It's
We talked about it before
we talked ab-
GMA did.
we got to it first.
So
We got to it first.
we were first. Nothing like an ice cold Diet Mountain Dew.
That's we need a Mountain Dew sponsor in here, don't we?
Well, either that or a dating app sponsorship.
There we go.
One of those two
That's-
things would be good.
That would be. We Lynn, you missed it. We covered the Taylor Swift before GMA.
Yeah, GMA had it,
They're
but you
just
knew who
now
had it
they're
first.
just now getting to it.
This radio station had it first.
Right here on Facebook Friday
Yeah,
Live.
actually, it wasn't even on our. Oh boy, you okay? Yeah. Did you lose a wheel?
Yes.
Oh.
All right.
I really lost. Oh, here I got it. Okay. Intact.
Hey, 100. It is Lynn and Marco. Thank you so much for hanging with us on a Feel Good Friday and a Friday Facebook Live. Loving that. Doing it whole live right now on Facebook. Check us out there. Mostly sunny for weather today. Today's going to be really great, actually. Less humid, 82 the high, partly cloudy tonight. Not bad, though. 64. Then tomorrow, that's when the clouds get mixed in with the scattered storms and showers, and a high near 78 for tomorrow.
And we're at 71 now at Toledo's K100. Your weather is sponsored by Jim White Toyota. Discover the Jim White Toyota advantage with cars arriving daily. Right car, right price right now. It looks like we're in good shape overall. Traffic moving a little bit slowly on 475, just past 23. You've also got a bit of a slow go on 75 northbound up by Luna Pier due to the road construction there that takes things down to a single lane. 419-240-1000 if there's anything else that needs to be passed along. Our number is sponsored by Perrysburg Premier Garage Door.
You're in her world now. K100. This is Tough Love with Siri. K100.
You know, it's call or text to get your tough love. You can either hit us up on our website, K100country.com, or even go to the app. If any questions ever cross your mind that you need answering, our very special Siri will be the one to do it. We got this from Adam this morning, who lives in Sylvania. Thank you for checking in, Adam. He says this: Siri, why is my family so darn dysfunctional?
Your family is dysfunctional because, well, let's be honest about this. They are probably a bunch of train wrecks. You should be glad about that though. The crazier and bigger the group of shows your family seems like, the more normal everyone else will think that you are. Life isn't about being perfect, it's about being less of a weird lunatic disaster than the people you surround yourself with. You should thank your family for being a bunch of nut jobs.
Yeah. You can also do that with if all of your friends are crazy, but you're the least crazy, then people are like, dude, you're so sane, comparatively.
But everybody else's family's right there, too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Sandy and Mommy, thank you for checking in with us here this morning. She says, Siri, my boyfriend erased all my shows on the DVR for his stupid golf shows. What do you think I should do? Exactly.
I would kill him for that. Kidding, but seriously, erasing the DVR before someone has been able to watch all of the shows that they have taped is a terrible thing to do. No, you will have to watch the shows when they run again on regular TV, and ain't nobody got time for that. Resist the urge to seek vengeance by deleting all of his recorded shows because you will be able to hold that mistake over his head forever. In reality, that is what is important here. The key to a successful marriage is exploiting your significant other's mistakes for your own advantage until the end of time.
The key to a successful marriage is exploiting mistakes of your significant other. Lynn, have you done that?
Working so far.
Yes, it is. All right.
I know what it is. It's the backlight. So earlier when the show started, we didn't have as much sunlight out there.
Look at you figuring everything out. Well, you can close those blinds better if you want.
I don't think you can. I think that's about as Yeah, I think that's about as shut as they're gonna get. But I wonder.
I don't believe
I
that
don't either. I
for one
think there's
instant.
a lot of light coming
think
through,
so?
actually. Yeah. But watch your head on that TV because I almost had a concussion.
Remember that knot you had on your head?
I did. It was like for a week.
There you go.
Now duck. Now duck.
Oh, or
there
just
you go.
Fit your head in there.
Perfect.
Oh, you spun the wheel with your hair. I love that. Maybe that's how we should spin the wheel in a minute.
See, that does help
with
a little
Pat's
Oh, is
hair.
that coming up? What time are we doing the wheel spin?
We are doing it in
Like
about
4
5
or
minutes.
9 minutes.
All right.
20,
All right.
75 hertz. We got it.
So stay tuned. Hey, do you know what that did? That worked. There it
Yep,
is.
That.
Look at me in full view now.
Oh man, it's great.
You still got nice color though. You just came off vacation
Oh,
not
you
long
look
ago, right?
great, dude. You
I,
just tan all the time.
I do a lot
I
of
wish I had as
golfing.
much money as you do. I could just tan
I
and
got-
be in my Jeep and just not have to work
Well, that's
hard.
the big thing is
Goodness.
I'm
How-
driving with the top down on that Jeep.
How
and so
often do you
that's-
golf?
As often as I can, usually about once a week.
Nice.
If I can get out more than once, that's great. But
Where's your
I
favorite
have this.
place?
I have an issue. I have an issue though that causes me not to do it, and it's called fatherhood.
Yeah.
And so I don't get out as much as I
have an
want.
issue. It's called lack of money, but I understand what you're saying. So we both
I have
issues.
an issue. It's called lack of talent.
So
I'm not great. I'm not a great golfer, but I do enjoy it. I enjoy getting out, especially a day like today. In fact, I'm
Oh,
going out after this. I'm
you
gonna go-
are. Look at that. You're like, I've decided.
I'm
It's
going out.
funny that I went once with my husband, and we actually played in a tournament, and I got closest to the pin at this tournament, which is so ridiculous because I don't even really know how to hold the club right. So it was just this truly pun intended stroke of luck that I did anything at this tournament. But my husband, he's so sweet. This is like when we bowled in the mall in Poly. All of a sudden, I had my own bowling shoes, my own bag, my own ball, and now I have my own golf shoes, my own bag, my own gloves. He gets me all set up because he's enthusiastic about thinking I'm going to like something that he likes. So we'll see. Maybe this summer I'll actually take it up a little bit more seriously.
That's terrific.
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah.
AJ says he golfs twice a week. That's good, man.
You got to get out there to do it right.
You know what AJ hasn't done? Invited me to golf. So
what's going on, AJ?
A little upset about
AJ
that.
Arnold.
AJ's
You're
out
being
there
called
with
out.
2 days a week, and old Marco.
And Marco's
called.
out there. Cheryl Lynn says good morning and happy Friday.
Hey, what's up, Cheryl?
Hey, Marco.
Yeah.
We need to get a live DeRochers in, can't we?
Well, I don't know why we don't.
I like DeRochers.
I love DeRochers.
They have a great showroom over there. And I like the owners too. They're nice people.
Absolutely. Chris DeRocher is something else. And the manager. Out of Tim Hortons?
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
Trent Strickland, he golfs out at Giant Oak, which there is no Giant Oak there anymore.
All right, hang on 1 second.
It's torn down.
5.
So we're just talking about how much we love DeRochers. It's a Facebook Friday Live. Guy in the 419 is here with me and with Marco. And online, you're going to find all kinds of testimonials about DeRochers and just the great product lines that they have, the great team that they have there, the selection, the prices. It's all really amazing. It's an all big trickle down thing. This has been family owned and operated since 1951. Chris DeRocher, their owner. And this is the really cool thing. I've gone over to DeRochers. I have found him in the warehouse stacking boxes. They were short on delivery guys one day. He's still doing deliveries. He's right there in the midst of it all, making sure that the customer service is always going the extra mile. It's been their tradition, their way for so many years, and you can always count on that happening, no matter you are talking about sales, service, delivery, every aspect of DeRochers. And they have got everything that you're going to want or need for every appliance need that you have. They have got brand names that you love and trust from KitchenAid, which right now offering great big summer savings and rebates up to $3,000 on custom selections. They have got brand names you're not going to find other places like Fisher and Paykel, Fulgar Milano. They have got Sub-Zero. They've got Wolf, and they've got live working kitchens you can get your hands on in their stores. They're everything that you want from an appliance store. You can find them located at their original shop at 222 South Monroe Street in Monroe, or in Sylvania at 5555 Monroe Street. You can even shop online right down to their clearance corner for everything that you need inside and out. DeRochersOnline.com.
Yeah, that's a great company.
All right.
Yeah, I remember I was just really shocked to go to the warehouse because they wanted me to go and look at, when everybody else during COVID was complaining about not having choices.
Right.
They want you to do a Facebook, shop from the warehouse. And there's Chris, up on the boxes. And yeah, it's just like.
Is that going to be too loud for Facebook?
Maybe.
I'm just scared to risk it. Facebook, don't shut us off.
Yeah, they love doing it.
Oh, another Siri question coming texted in. Can you ask Siri, why hasn't my boyfriend that I've been with for 6 months introduced me to his family?
Oh, boy.
Oh,
Siri,
okay.
I have a good take on that.
6 months.
Yeah.
And no introduction to the family.
What are you thinking? It's time, right?
I mean, I think the obvious, which is that there is no family. He's made them all up.
Is that the obvious?
Maybe he's embarrassed of them, but she's probably feeling like he's not serious about her.
Well, that would be the most, clearly if he hasn't after 6 months, if he hasn't introduced you to the family, he's either embarrassed of his family or he's embarrassed of you.
You're just going to put it right out there.
Yeah. I mean, what else? I mean, yeah. So
it could be that he lost his parents' address and he's not sure where they live.
Forgot where they are.
So there is other things.
There is that.
Could be.
Yeah.
Does he talk about his family? That would be one thing. If he talks about his family a lot and then still hasn't introduced, well, then that's a sign against her. But if he doesn't ever talk about his family, then that would be I don't really get along with my family. And unfortunately, that is the case sometimes, right?
Yeah.
It is.
Or he could be an alien from outer space.
That's all.
Doesn't have a family.
Right.
Or has a family on Mars.
So this is a little segment that I'm going to put on here, and I hope it's okay. It's called What the Redneck. And it's just sometimes I come across these videos online, and here it is. Take a look at this.
And that's not it. And that one. Here one. Hello. There she is.
Yeah.
That's so
what
funny.
the redneck? That is
Dude, I could watch that. I must be a redneck.
I would
'cause
love
I could
to be
watch
there for that
all day. I would actually go camp out to wherever that is and be right next to those people, just cheering along. I wonder how they launch them off because there's no gas in it. So how are they driving
I'm
them
gonna
off?
guess. Yeah, right. They probably don't. There's got to be some kind of launch. Maybe there's like a ramp that they go down up the top and then it launches up the top. I was thinking maybe they drive it and then bail right at the last second.
That seems like you could get injured or
Maybe.
maybe even die. But nevertheless, wherever that is, I need somebody to figure out what's happening because I would like to be there.
I want to find out. Darla says he's embarrassed and doesn't want to show her off. He's embarrassed of her.
Well, I mean,
apparently.
That is definitely on the list.
That is so yes. So anyway, that's
that's why we do relationship rehab on Thursdays because of problems like that.
Sure.
And people will chime in and
Hi, birthday wheel will be coming up in a few minutes. We'll spin that birthday wheel in a few minutes. We'll spin that birthday wheel in a few minutes. Birthday wheel coming up in a few minutes. Birthday wheel coming up in a few minutes. Not ready yet. In a couple minutes. Birthday wheel will be spun in just a minute.
See, what you guys can't see is that Lynn is on the phone line. Some people thought that Lynn was
We'll spin that birthday wheel moment.
Lynn's broken. She's repeating the same thing over and over again.
Oh my God.
Okay. Now we got a clean start.
Okay. Come on. Oh,
and
Nicole.
Just so everybody knows, we busy out the phones right before you.
So that everybody, when we call for caller number 10,
okay,
it's clean.
K100, it is Lynn and Marco, and it's time.
Ready to win some money? Let's spin the K100 birthday wheel with Genoa Bank.
This is so exciting with a record jackpot.
Yeah.
$1,010 in it. It's a Feel Good Friday. We sure would love to give away that money from Genoa Bank this morning. Of course, it is a Feel Good Friday and a Facebook Friday Live, which means Pat McCarty, guy in the 419, is in studio with me. And you are closest to that birthday wheel, so it is your
I get to spin
opportunity.
All right, now
to
hold
make
on
somebody
before you
very,
spin.
very happy today.
The first time you spun it, it went around like 1.5 times.
I redeemed myself
you did redeem
last
yourself.
week. I redeemed.
I just wanted to remind you that you're just 1 for 2 at this point. All right, we need a month so they can figure out how they
Give
can
that
start.
inner wheel a spin.
We're also watching.
See, look at how much better I've gotten at that.
Yeah, it's way better.
Been hitting the gym.
Yeah. Boy, it's too bad you didn't try out for Wheel of Fortune. You made it there. What do we? Yeah.
May.
All right, you born in May? right now. You can win $1,010 from Genoa Bank at K100.
Oh, good luck.
419-240-1000. Born in May. You're caller 10. You'll spin for $1,000 in the palm of your hand today, right here on K100.
And it actually has to be you, not your boyfriend.
Right. You're like, it's me.
Your boyfriend.
Right.
All right.
All right, I'm going to raise this up so that
Hi, K100, your caller number 1, try back. K100, caller 2, try again. K100, your caller number 3, dial back.
Nicole
Good morning,
Corbin.
K100, you are caller number 4, dial again. Good morning, K100, caller number 5, dial back, please. Hi, K100, your caller number 6, dial again.
Wow. Well, listen,
Hi,
wow.
K100, you are caller number 7.
7.
You gotta try back, need 10.
Okay.
Where did I leave off? Right here.
You're at 8.
Hi, K1, this is caller 8?
Yeah.
K100, your caller number 8. I'm so
Oh.
sorry. Dial back, please. All right. You take it from here, mister.
K100, your caller number 9.
Ooh.
Sorry. Hi, good morning, K100.
Am I caller 10? Did I
You
get
are caller 10. You did it.
Way
Nice.
to go.
Awesome.
Yes. What's your name?
Lisa Bartlett.
I like how you say, let me just tell you it's Lisa for your information. All right. Well, Lisa, what month were you born in?
May
All right. That's a good start. How about the day?
4th.
Oh, May the 4th be with you. I love it.
All right. Well, let's hope that it is as we spin this giant wheel.
Yeah. All
Because it
right.
comes up on your big day, Lisa, and you've got $1,010 in your pocket.
That would be awesome.
Wouldn't it?
Come on, 4.
Oh, will it go back
Come
around?
on.
Come on for
I'm so
19.
sorry. 19.
19, hon.
All right. Thank you.
Good try. We love
I
you,
tried.
and you can always win later, okay?
All right. Love you guys.
All right.
Thanks, Lisa. Glad
Loving
you
you
got
back.
a chance to play. Genoa Bank helping us out with $1,020 jackpot when we spin Monday on K100.
Nice.
See, and the nice thing about it being on the Friday Facebook Live is that people know that it's true because it could have landed on 4th and we just were like, oh no.
No.
Right.
Oh, we don't want to give it to
that.
her. We don't want to give it to her.
Hi, good morning, What's your name?
Oh, Patricia, 26th. And it's my month, and Nicole couldn't get through. Sorry, Nicole.
What are you doing?
Trent,
Try harder.
Trenton, have a good day yourself. Thanks for listening and watching. We really appreciate it. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you at the Justin Moore concert. Sorry, Nicole.
22 seconds.
All right, we'll just do it.
And Christian Mouter also has a birthday on May the 4th.
May the 4th be with you.
Yeah, too bad it wasn't the 19th.
Time to spin the K100 birthday wheel with Genoa Bank and K100. Here we
You guys all get to see
go.
it live. You guys get to see it.
Am I caller 10? Did I
You
get
are caller 10. You did it.
Way
Nice.
to go.
Awesome.
Yes. What's your name?
Lisa Bartlett.
I like how you say, let me just tell you it's Lisa for your information. All right, well, Lisa, what month were you born in?
May
All right, that's a good start. How about the day?
4th.
Oh, May the 4th be with you. I love it.
All right, well, let's hope that it is as we spin this giant wheel.
Yeah, all
Because it
right.
comes up on your big day, Lisa, and you've got $1,010 in your pocket.
That would be awesome.
Wouldn't it?
Come on, 4.
Oh, will it go back
Come
around?
on.
Come on for
I'm so
19.
sorry. 19.
19, hon.
All right. Thank you.
Good try. We love
I
you,
tried.
and you can always win later, okay?
All right. Love you guys.
All right.
Thanks, Lisa. Glad
Loving
you
you
got
back.
a chance to play. Genoa Bank helping us out with $1,020 jackpot when we spin Monday on K100.
Lynn and Marco in the morning and the
All right. Boom.
We've never had our jackpot get that big.
It's never been that big.
$1,020. That's
You're talking about how fun it is to find an extra 10 or 30 bucks in your pocket.
right.
Wouldn't
Can you
that be
imagine an
fun?
extra
Yeah.
$1,000 right before Faster Horses too? That would have been a great. You'd have a pretty good week with that.
Yeah. Go ahead and employ those folks from Johnson's Limo.
That's right. Oh yeah, absolutely. Todd says, I really love this Facebook Live. It's like I'm in the studio chilling with you guys. Great job. Bring it in. Yes. Well, thanks, Todd. Appreciate it. We love having you here with us. It is fun. Hey, I got another question for you. This was something I asked on my page yesterday.
What's that?
At what age do you start talking to your children about money? We got actually a great response. I shared it from the Youth Financial Initiative Facebook page, but at what age do you start talking to your kids? Like, how old are they when you start talking to your kids about money?
I don't know.
Mark, your son is 2, right?
3.
Three.
But
Okay.
I mean, I have older kids, and I'm trying to remember. I mean, I think it depends, and like I don't know money and if so, but I like with the girls, they wanted cell phones when they were like 7, and so at that point you say, look, I'm not buying you an iPhone that's $1,000 when you're 7 years old,
Right?
So that sort of money talk starts with you need to figure out things cost money, and we just don't throw it around, and we'll have to figure it out, and
Because
so
of things like the popularity of phones, those conversations probably do start earlier now than they used to, don't you
yeah,
think?
oh definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Because, well, I think for me, one of the things is identifying for the kids the difference between wants and needs. They feel like they need to have this, or they need to have an understanding that, okay, there are things that you need to have. You need to have food, and as your parent, I'm going to provide you with that food. But if you want a snack from the snack shop, you want to buy a slushie or a candy bar or something like that. That's a want,
Right?
and that's on you to buy. So we try to make the kids pay for their wants.
That's really good.
And then they
If
come
I
back
could
with,
just
I
go back
need an
all over
iPhone.
again, I would really.
Yeah, right. They don't need an iPhone.
Well, they would argue that
yeah.
they need it.
so then you have to start figuring out different ways to get them to pay for their or earning money. And that's the next conversation. How do they start earning their own money? We do chores around the house. What did you give your kids an allowance, or how'd you handle that?
I never believed in an allowance because I always felt like you should just be part of a household. You should know what it is to pitch in and just be a part
Sure.
of it. We didn't give allowances really.
Okay.
It was just kind of expected. You'd get good grades and you would do what you needed to when we asked you to.
Right.
Mhm.
Right. Did you ever do
Yeah, we did
allowances?
That whole you're part of the family thing, not working with my kids. My kids needed to be motivated by money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we did. It
There-
wasn't a lot, but it was a few chores, lists. all
Sure.
that jazz.
There's a few things like taking the dogs for a walk or cleaning their own room. That's they don't get paid for that. My kids don't get, that's your responsibility. We have
But
zones.
extra things like maybe helping in the garden or doing things like
Pulling
that.
weeds.
Yeah.
I buy weeds for my kids. That's what I do. So they go out, I give them a plastic bag. They got a gallon Ziploc bag, and they go out and they pull weeds and they fill it. And then I give them $1 for every bag they fill up
There
for
you
me.
go.
So that's a great way. It gets something done that I don't really want to do.
Could have taken
Right.
parenting lessons from
And
this
then
guy.
Well, see, so funny because so the first thing that comes to my mind is I'm a child. I would just get the bag of weeds. I would fill it all the way up, and then I would just hold that bag of weeds for a week and just keep giving it back to you. But that's probably why my parents didn't do that. So, hey, Dad, here's the bag of weeds. Here's
There
your
it is.
buck. Put it back in the drawer for next week.
Right.
Hey, these are brown. Yeah, well, I picked them.
Yeah. Wait. These don't look freshly picked.
Yeah.
The other thing we do is we have a garden in the backyard, and it worked really well last year. We went and bought some seeds, and my daughter was, it was really my daughter that did it, but she grew vegetables back in the tomatoes and cucumbers and everything, vegetables that I really like. And so I told her, I said, you have to weed the garden. You have to water it. You have to take care of these and grow these vegetables, and I'll buy them from you. So you actually have to do the work, and then I'll buy these, because I can either buy them from the store or I can buy them from you.
Right.
And she did really great this year. This year, maybe they're in cahoots with each other. She's growing weeds. She has not weeded that garden. Well, I think she weeded it once at the beginning of the season, but I went back there yesterday, and I mean, the whole thing is just overgrown with weeds.
Yeah, but they're
So-
all in one area and nice loose dirt, and they'll be picked by your son, who will get his dollar.
Who got his dollar? I think
Why
maybe
don't
they're in
have-
cahoots with each other.
That's why I don't have a garden.
And that's how you do it.
Oh,
Scamming
man.
the parents.
Todd says at 8, that's what he said. When I need to borrow $10. You're borrowing $10 from your kid when they're 8. Is that what I'm reading,
that's
Todd?
I think he's saying when the child says, "Hey, can I borrow $10?"
But he said when I need to borrow $10.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
So at 8 years old, you say to your 8-year-old, "Hey, I want to talk to you about money. I need to borrow $10."
You know what? Now's a good time for you to learn about lending money.
Right. That's always that's bad business. Lend money to a friend. That's never a good thing. All right, what else do we have here? Something fun for the kids. I played this earlier, but I'm going to play it again right now. This is took my kids out to the I'm going to try to have one of these once a week so that gives me a video to put up there, but also do something fun with the kids. We were at the Glass City Metro Park. Got to take the kids out there, and they had an absolute blast. So here it is. Here's what it looks like if you haven't been down to the Glass City Metro Park.
Could broadcast at 1080, but
Yeah, it's I think if it were like 30 seconds long, I could broadcast it at 1080. But it's a fun Metro Park. If you haven't been out there, you gotta get out there because it's an absolutely great time. And you know what else is a great time? And Todd says, "Yup." So I was right. So when he's at 8, when he needs to borrow $10 from his kid,
well, that's the way to do it.
there you go. What's also a great time is our sponsor, Team Johnson Limousine. If you got anything going on, even if you're just looking for you got a few friends together. We did this at Christmas time. We got their trolley. They have a trolley, and we went around and we did Christmas carols.
Nice.
We just drove around, did some. It was fun, you just, if or you're going out for a night on the town and everybody throws in $20. Everybody throws in $20 and they, if you get a big enough group, depends on how many people you get.
Right.
So, it's,
yeah.
If you're going to fill the VIP party bus, you can easily fit 25 people in there. So everybody throws in $20. You got a great night. Go do some bar hopping around town. Go to some of your favorite places downtown. You go to Sylvania, Perrysburg, downtown Toledo. You go out to wherever. It'll just drive you, and then you stop around at different places. But they're a great company, lots of fun. I always enjoy them. But but they also provide charter bus services. So sporting events, kids going to students, traveling on sporting events, things like that. Team Johnson Limousine is a great person to call.
That is Jelly Roll, son of a sinner, here on K100. Learned earlier that not only did he get himself a haircut from his wife, she's actually going to be on tour now and hanging out backstage doing the meet and greets.
Buddy XO.
Buddy XO.
Bunny.
Okay. That's she's super excited about it. Actually, hanging out backstage. That's always got to be fun to meet the fans. It's a Feel Good Friday here. It's a Friday Facebook Live as well. We're live on our Facebook all morning long. In fact, the whole entire show. If you want to jump on, if you're at work right now and you just want to see what's going on and keep up to date with everything, just go on Facebook. Check us out. You can also see us on YouTube or any one of our pages here. We do this thing called Text What's Next, where we take 2 songs. We put them together. You tell us what you want to hear more of by texting at 419-240-1000. What are we doing today?
Battle of the Honky Tonks. You pick it. We're going to play it. George Strait's Every Little Honky Tonk Bar or Jake Owen, Down to the Honky Tonk.
All right. Battle of Honky Tonks. Jake Owen or who's the person?
Jake Owen or George Strait?
George Strait or Jake Owen. Love that. All right. Text us now, 419-240-1000. Whoever gets the most texts in the next few minutes wins here on K100.
Jake Owen or George Strait?
What's that?
That's who it is?
Jake Owen and George Strait.
Yeah. Down to the Honky Tonk or Every Little Honky Tonk Bar.
All right.
Goodness.
So which one on Facebook? Anybody watching here, go ahead and type your answer in as well. Who do you want to hear? Jake Owen or George Strait? Put your answer in now. I'm looking at Bunny XO.
Yeah.
Is there any dashes or hyphens or?
I don't think so.
There is an ampersand.
What's her name?
Bunny.
Jelly Roll's wife, Bunny.
I think if you just typed in Bunny XO, you'd be fine.
I don't think that anyone.
I think I'd be careful how I type it in.
I just typed it in Bunny XO. Comes right up.
Did it?
And you
5 things you will need to know about Jelly Roll's wife, Bunny.
Do you really need to know anything?
Well, I can tell that you don't like it.
Lynn, let's talk about your
my disdain.
I kind of got a little Lady Macbeth vibe from her. That's funny. I'm trying to find her. I'm seeing all these different ones. Either she doesn't have that big of a following.
Oh, she's got a big following.
Then I've got to be typing it in wrong here.
Did you know she's a successful podcast hoster?
Is she?
Bunny's Dumb Blonde podcast, despite its name, includes
its name.
smart, wide-ranging conversations with guests and sometimes polarizing figures.
Not intrigued enough to tune in.
Well, it's all about life lessons, the sex worker industry, and being an influencer, and so much more. Did you know she's also a YouTuber?
What a surprise.
Lynn, don't hold back. Tell us how you really feel. Talking about sex work. Oh, man. Hey, speaking of sex trafficking workers,
nice segue.
I wouldn't even say nice segue.
That's because that's what I thought you were talking about first. Because I thought, that's an actual like thing to talk about, right? You know,
but that's
no, sex worker about. Is what. But the Sound of Freedom. Did you hear about that movie?
No.
With Jim Caviezel?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
The Sound of Freedom. It outdid the new Indiana Jones movie.
Did it really?
It is sitting number 1.
Yeah.
Like it outdid. I mean, and now, it's the Indiana Jones 5, which don't get me wrong. I love Indiana Jones. I just don't know.
Well, do you know why that's not doing well?
Because
why it's not doing well? No, why is it?
What were you going to say, Lynn?
Because of the whole making him look younger thing. I think there's a lot of controversy surrounding that. Oh my God.
No, it's more to do. There's a big article out on it, but it's more to do with Harrison Ford has been very vocal in some polarizing issues in the world today.
Oh.
And so what he's done, right or wrong, love him or not, is halved his audience.
He's halved his audience.
What
has he been? You said polarizing.
He took a political stance.
Oh,
a lot of political stances.
On what? Do you know what he?
Anything and everything. So, and it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter if you're right or left. The problem is that 90%, 99% of people. So if you do that, you're losing half of your audience instantaneously.
Sure. Yeah.
With no regret and just ask Bud Light or anybody else that's made any comments.
Yeah. That's
just so weird.
That's, I don't understand why wouldn't he just stay? Just stay silent. Make your movies. Be an entertainer.
They can't just help themselves.
And
either way, by the way, and he's obviously he went left and but it doesn't matter. Even if you're Kid Rock and you're all the way on the right, but you've half the people will just automatically hate you in 2023, and they will not buy your beer. They won't go to your movie. They won't buy your product. They just will. K100 text what's next. It's Lynn and Marco as we get set to do the honky tonks here today.
We have really quite the competition going here. A ton of people texting, phoning in over George Strait's Every Little Honky Tonk Bar versus Jake Owens Down to the Honky Tonk.
Yeah.
It's Friday. We got a tie.
What?
So you know what we do.
No, wait. There are 6 that texted in here for George Strait.
Oh boy, 6.
There are 6 on our Facebook Friday Live.
Wow.
They texted in for George Strait and only one for Jake Owen.
All right.
Let me see.
So we got George Strait as a winner then, unless you check in the text board again. Because, you know, they love to come in last
your
minute.
last minute, 419-240-1000. All right. I guess Pat puts George in the winning position.
That's
Wow. All right.
George,
well, there you go.
because we had a lot of people comment here that said only one person Vicky Cummings is the only one that said Jake Owen.
All right. So here you go. George Strait, every little honky tonk bar in K100. Your text what's next winner. All
right. Christian Mauter says Lynn's Claws just came out in regards to Jelly Rolls.
Yeah. Wish I could say
Non-attention seeking wife.
She is not excited about her. But you know what? Everyone's entitled to their own opinion about everything.
Okay. We're expecting a phone call. Amy Kapersky is calling us. And we need to record her for a Jeep Fest moment.
I love it. Well, just let me know when it happens.
This is something we've got Jeep Fest, of course, coming up. We're one of the proud sponsors of it. There she is.
What? As soon as you speak of it?
Mm-hmm. She's something else, isn't she? Amy Kapersky.
Ooh,
Hello?
I love that little thing there.
Hi, Lynn.
Hi. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. You are such a sweetheart. Thank you very, very much for your help with a Jeep Fest moment. You're so kind to do this. We're getting the campaign underway. Hopefully they'll have plenty of calls. Hopefully hear but I guess we've got a little delay in getting them started. They're gonna they need client approval and they're out of town. So they put a panic in like this had to be done and now we don't have we have to wait for approval on Monday. But so if you don't hear it over the weekend, that's gonna be why.
Okay.
Okay. But Amy, we're gonna go. Are we recording?
We are.
Okay, we're recording now. If you want to go ahead and do your little Jeep Fest moment for us.
All right. Well, I first want to say to you that I love the morning show. You two are just great.
Oh, we love you so much.
Thank you.
I love you guys.
Well,
So I'm Amy.
All right.
I'm a third generation to be working at Jeep. So that's pretty cool. I've seen a lot of changeover models in my 23 years there. And being an employee and owning a vehicle I helped build is an honor. We actually love going to the parade and seeing the history of all the Jeeps over the years. And of course, even all the newer ones with all the big tires and lifts on them. Pretty much like ours. The Jeep is the Toledo icon for sure, and being a part of it is awesome.
That's fabulous.
Awesome.
But now let me ask you this: how is the quality on your side of the board?
My side?
Yeah,
It's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's awesome.
All right.
Why? Well,
Perfect.
You don't like it?
Well, because from over here it sounds so like echoey and hollow and that kind of a thing. But do we have a good?
Oh, I think that. Yeah. I mean, I can't. I'm looking at the thing. You want to listen back to it?
Yeah. Hold on, Amy. I want to hear this back.
Okay. You're just great.
Oh,
that sounds a lot better.
I love you guys.
I was with you. It sounded kind of muffled, didn't it?
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of changeover models in my 23 years there. And being an employee and owning a vehicle I helped build is an honor.
You sound amazing. You're so clean and clear. I knew you were going to be a great person. I do have a question though. When you're talking to us, are you talking on your speaker?
My headset, yes. Do you want me to call back and not?
Yeah. Could you please? Because I think it'll make just enough difference if you're not on speaker that it'll really sound. You will pick up the quality of your voice better.
Okay, sounds good.
Awesome. Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So, she's calling. We got to call back?
Yeah, I guess she can't just take it off. She's got to probably unhook her headset or something.
I mean, don't you agree?
What's that? This thing?
That it would be better without her being on speaker?
Yeah, but maybe. I don't. Probably. I mean, usually speakerphones suck. I think she might be on a headset though. So.
Okay, there she is.
You gonna grab
it? Hello. Hi.
Is that better?
Thank you. Hi. Yeah, you know what? I think it really is. I hate to ask you to do a second time, but I just think it'll pick up your voice so much cleaner.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you also start by saying how much you love us again? No, I'm just
I will.
I'm just kidding.
So sweet.
I'm just joking.
Okay, anytime you're ready, go ahead.
Okay. So first of all, I love Len and Marco's morning show. You two are great.
You are the best.
So my name is, and I'm a third generation to be working at Jeep.
Hang on a second, honey. You're cutting out. Hold on.
Okay.
It might be a still.
Is she on a speakerphone?
Is that bad?
No, you're not on speaker, right? You're just on the regular phone?
No.
Yeah, I think you just dipped out there. I don't know if you're in a weird area. Try it again.
Okay. Starting with the I love you part?
No, you can just go right into your Jeep part. Although I love hearing that, actually. But...
over and over.
Yeah.
Well, I am Amy, and I'm the third generation to be working for Jeep. So that in itself is pretty cool. I've seen a lot of changeover models in the last 23 years that I've been there, and it just keeps getting better. So we love going to the parade because we love seeing the history of the Jeeps and even the newer ones with all of the lifts and big tires, pretty much like ours. And Toledo Jeep is an icon. So it's been great working there, and it's been an honor.
That is perfect.
Nice.
That is perfect.
So how lifted is your Jeep?
We have it lifted 3 inches.
All right. Very nice. And the big old tires on it?
Of course.
Now, Amy, do you guys actually put yours in the parade?
No, we have not. We enjoy watching instead of being in it.
That's what I thought. I said, I've only seen you on the perimeter of that parade. I didn't think you participated.
No, what kind of Jeep do you have?
We have a 2018 JK model.
Is that a Wrangler?
Yes, and it's a 4-door, and it's candy apple red.
Nice. Hard top or soft top?
We actually have the hard top, but we put the best top on top, so it's easy to flip back.
All right. Very nice.
Awesome.
I like it.
Okay.
Have you been ducked yet?
Absolutely.
How about the Jeep Wave? What's your take on the Jeep Wave? How did it start?
Constant.
Yeah. Actually, let me ask you a more important question. Do you wave to Jeep compasses?
No.
I knew it.
You were right,
Unless
Marco.
it's you driving, Marco.
Right answer.
Well, let me
There
ask
go.
you a question. If somebody in a Jeep Compass waves at you, do you give the wave back?
I will give all 5 fingers back and wave.
Not just the 2.
Wow.
I love it.
Oh, Amy, you're a sweetheart. Thank you so much for calling this morning.
You're welcome.
All right.
Thanks, Lynn.
Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
She's good. Awesome.
Do you there's the Jeep ducking, I got to figure out where that started.
I don't get it.
The Jeep ducking. Because that's a big thing. There's a big there's places all over town right now that are doing duck giveaways in preparation for Jeep Fest.
Yeah, I never understood it. That's why I asked about it, because it's fascinating to me, but I don't know what ducks have to do with Jeeps. Maybe because they both are like water, maybe.
Could be. Mine loved water last week. Or we took it up to Devil's. Okay, so remember when I got sprinkled on here a couple weeks ago?
Oh yeah, dude, you were getting pounded.
Yeah, well, that was nothing compared to the weekend. We took it up to Devil's Lake, completely uncovered, no doors, and it was Saturday at Devil's Lake, in it like torrential downpour. I had puddles in the front section of the Jeep. Oh, it was bad.
Is that good for it?
It was bad. It's not bad for it. I don't think it's something you should do on a regular basis. Fortunately, there was enough sun that I got the water, got the water out of there, that the puddled up water, got that out of there, and left it sit outside to dry in the sun. So all the water evaporated out. But I don't think it's good for a to do it daily. Darla, who's been watching us all day. I work at Jeep. Very nice working and getting a Jeep so I can go to Jeep Fest.
Nice.
Well, Darla, you would know Marco's question then about the Jeep getting wet. Is it okay if the Jeep gets wet?
I feel like it's okay for every once in a while. I mean, the Jeeps are made to go into like 4-wheel dirt, mud.
Sure, yeah.
my husband's been an auditor for Jeep for a lot of years, and they actually have a big submersion tank that they put the Jeeps into.
So they submerge the whole thing in there.
Yeah.
Really?
So the whole idea is that you're not getting wet once you've got everything intact. But I don't know about actually if it.
So you could like submerge the like CD player and all that jazz.
I think so. Yeah, they make sure there's no leaks to it at all. And, yeah.
That's so it's okay. It's okay if the Jeep gets some rain on it. And yeah.
Oh, my buddy Hollywood is joining us here today on my other channel. He said, "You go woke, you go broke." I'm telling you, there's that we were telling you something that Harrison Ford, and what again, it doesn't matter left or right. I mean, Kid Rock's the same way. There's a lot of people that if you get political in 2023, man, it's just you're over. It's done.
Yeah, I think you're probably right about that.
Just not because we don't talk anymore, and everybody's good. They want to cancel you instantaneously, and so if you're in a business, I don't understand why businesses or people that need you to do something would take any sides publicly.
Absolutely. And it's funny you say because people don't talk anymore. I got together with my wife's friend's husband. We see each other. We get along nice stuff, but he was in town and I said, "Hey, let's go get a beer. Let's go talk." So, we're sitting at Frogtown Johnny's, we're having a drink and we're, kind of getting the common talk out of the way, but somehow something politically got brought up. Now he and I are on opposite sides of the spectrum. We talked politics, we talked religion, we disagreed on nearly everything.
Right.
And I think he might be one of my new best friends.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Because it was so refreshing that we could just sit there and talk. And we knew at the end of the conversation, didn't matter if it got heated or if we got passionate about what we talked about. We both knew, and we even mentioned it there, that we had the understanding that at the end of it, we're having a beer together and we're going to walk away. We're still going to be friends.
And that's wonderful because that's how you learn, isn't it?
Absolutely.
That's how you learn. That's how you learn how to get
Right.
along. That's really important.
So
if everybody thought like you, what a dull place.
Right. If you're basically sitting in an echo chamber.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, so the difference, and if you think about it, is like you have this guy personally.
Yes.
So you have there's a personal respect
right
there, and that's the way that the conversations have happened all the way up until today. Usually, the problem is with the internet, there is no respect. So if you were online doing that, you would bring up all the venomous haters who would be canceling you instantly, even if they don't even know what side you're on. They just know you're on a side that may not be there. So that's the difference. Is online, everybody's a keyboard warrior.
Oh,
online, everybody's got something to say, and they would say the most insane things to you that you would never say to somebody in person.
Well, and because they can't see you,
right?
There's this barrier between you. When you're face to face with somebody, there's a lot that you won't say. You'll hold back.
Oh, exactly.
Because you might get hit in the face. Or
exactly.
But there's also just that human side when you're talking to somebody face to face. There's that human side to it, and you're more respectful. But if you can't actually see them, all you're doing is you're typing to a name.
Yeah.
And so, I used to get into Facebook debates. It was such a useless because you're never going to convince anybody. Like you're just people.
And there's some people, they're just to troll people. They're not even trying to get.
Yeah.
They don't even want to hear the other side. They just try to argue.
Don't want to hear the other side.
Yeah,
right.
So
right.
It's insane.
So I've stopped that. I'm 3 years sober from that.
Good for you.
So
yeah,
it wasn't worth it after a while. It got silly. Our third Kevin is here. Kevin Pleward.
Kevin,
so we've got the three Kevin Trinity.
I
love it.
The Kevin experience.
Kevin Trinity. It happened at 9:10. It took us 3 hours, but we did it.
Yep.
3 Kevins investigating the 4 horsemen
for 5 minutes at 6.
So, that's great. Yeah, Kevin Yarbrough, Kevin Webb, and now Kevin Pleward's on. So, all 3 Kevins. Our day is complete now.
Yeah, appreciate y'all.
But we appreciate everybody tuning in. If there's anything that you guys want to talk about, but speaking of, I don't know if these were any Jeeps or not. But I do got to say, I'll say first that the 9 o'clock hour is sponsored by Midwest Liquidation. Great, fantastic place. I'm going to show this video, but I can't guarantee. This is a video that I made last week. I can't guarantee that all the stuff is up here because they're constantly bringing in new stuff. And you never know. So we're going to try this out. And I hope this is the video.
This Friday and Saturday, they're having an additional 25% off. So don't delay. Stop into Midwest Liquidation, 7944 West Central Avenue. Come in and find some excellent deals.
So there you go. A lot of great stuff out there. I love that place. I'm going to go back out. Well, they're not open Monday, so Tuesday I'll be out there. See what new stuff. But great stuff in there. But again, that video, it's 1 week old, and there could be a whole new inventory in there. So you just got to go. You can check out what they have on their website to see what the new stuff is. But before you go to one of the big box stores, you're looking for outdoor patio furniture or appliances. Before you go to one of the big box stores and pay 3 times as much, stop on over at Midwest Liquidation, see what they have, see if they have something that you're looking for first before you go out there. And if you don't see what you're looking for, ask them. Nick and Shelly Miko are the couple who run that company, and they do a terrific job. So you can check out what's new. You can ask them if they've got such and such items coming in. You might even give them inspiration because they're always looking for ideas for new things. But we're in July right now, and what's really cool is if you're looking for Halloween decorations, that's a great place to stop out and shop because they'll have some really cool Halloween decorations probably coming in September. Lynn, are you a Halloween person?
Not that much.
No.
Mm-mm.
Is there a particular holiday that you love most?
I love Christmas.
Of course, I knew you were going to say Christmas.
Yes, I do.
When do you start celebrating Christmas? Do you start
Day
early?
After Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Yeah. I like to get Thanksgiving, and I don't want to slight Thanksgiving because
Right.
that's a really wonderful holiday too, because
Right.
all you do is you need to gather.
Right.
You don't have to worry about gift giving or that kind of a thing. It's like just food and gather, and I think there's something special to that.
You don't even have to have decorations for it.
No.
Just make the house look nice.
Yeah.
But no decorations, just good food.
Mm-hmm.
I
But
love
day after
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, I like to start putting the Christmas decorations.
Put it
up.
all out,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's great.
What about you? You a Halloween person?
I like all holidays. I love them all. I'm a big fan of Halloween. I like costume parties. I like to dress up for Halloween. Did you ever watch Game of Thrones? No, you weren't. Okay. Well, then you won't understand my Halloween
I
costume. this year.
might because I have friends who are avid.
Jon
fans.
Snow. That's who I'm going to be this year for
Okay.
Halloween.
All right.
That's with the hair.
So you've been working on this costume for a while.
For the past 2 years, I've been. This I just got word that I mentioned we got Tim Hortons this morning.
Yeah, thank you. That was so sweet of you.
And I got it. There we go. I got it using the Kazubi app. I got Kazubi app. I got 10% off, which it saves you a couple bucks.
Yeah.
It's nice. The really cool thing about it is that it's whenever I use a Kazubi coupon, my kids, whoever I have signed up on the app, you can sign up all of them. They get a little cash. They get a little bit of money. They get 50 cents every time you use one of the coupons. So they get money, and then they donate. So they donate some money to the child that you have signed up on there, but then they also donate some of the money to the Youth Financial Initiative, which provides free financial literacy courses to children and young adults, and really trying to make a difference in our community. So it's really cool. It's a really cool program. Kazubi is a free app. If you don't have it, you should download it. Check out all the great deals that they have. You can go on. You can get Pat's big deal right now, which is the deal this week is $5 half rack ribs over at Sidelines. That's like a
That is an amazing.
That's a $15 savings right there. Yeah. So, but it's for a limited time. So
Yeah, I would think so.
you got to go on.
You can't keep that one going.
And yeah, you got, some people are like, oh, I would use the app, but you got to sign up for it. Well, of course you got to sign up for it. It's got to know, it's got to be, you got to have it on your phone. It's a digital coupon. So it has to have an email address and a phone number associated with it. It is what it is. That's your information is not being sold to anybody. It's not being sold to any third party companies. And it's a local app. It was made by somebody right here in the local area named Rick Allen. When he was living down in Lima, developed this app. So
to be fair, there's not a lot to do in Lima. So
you know what? I was down there. I made a video. I've got a video coming out soon about Lima. There are some things though. There's not a lot, but there are some cool things to do down there. Westgate is a big bowling alley that they have. They've got bowling. They've got all these really awesome arcade games, virtual reality games. It was pretty awesome. My daughter Maggie and I went down there, and I'll share that video here within the next week. But that was a great time. And yeah, so we were talking about holidays. Darla says that her daughter's graduation is August 5th, and she wants Halloween decorations.
Get it?
That's pretty cool.
My daughter, her birthday is October 23rd.
Oh.
She loved Christmas so much. I remember we had a Rudolph birthday cake for her in the middle of October. Mhm.
Nice. I love it.
Doesn't love
AJ Arnold says Halloween and St. Patrick's Day are my favorite. I do like St. Patrick's Day.
Boy, imagine on Halloween dressing up like a leprechaun. He would love that.
See? There you go.
I mean,
Are you a costume connoisseur? You don't do costumes at all?
I don't know if he knows about me, Pat, but I don't do a lot.
You know.
All right, let's talk about that. Oh, Lady A on K100, Toledo's country music station. We are Lynn and Marco. Thank you for being right here on a Feel Good Friday. You're going to feel good stories. You can always hit us up at 419-240-1000. We're also doing Friday Facebook Live, something we started a few weeks ago with Guy in the 419. Pat McCurdy comes in here. Pat, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
And we've been doing the entire show nonstop, no breaks, for now for almost 3.5 hours.
We've done pretty well with this. This is the first week we've done this.
Yeah.
That's been nonstop.
Yeah, we've covered a lot.
Got all those glitches taken care of.
I think so.
Well, good. Well, we're glad you're here, and Friday Facebook Live right here, so you can catch us when you're at work. You can sneak. So, if you have to leave K100 in your car or whatever, just go to work, turn on Facebook, and just have it on so you can hear everything going on. You don't miss anything. So that's good. Like, for instance, we've got this great thing we're doing right here. You can see John Party in Vegas. How about that? Have a party in Vegas.
How cool would that be? A trip for two to check him out live on his Mr. Saturday Night World Tour. It includes round-trip airfare to Vegas, of course, a 2-night hotel stay, 2 tickets to the show, and a backstage tour VIP experience, which includes access to the Party Time VIP lounge. And I understand he has a real party backstage with his band. Set up snacks, drinks, gifts, all kinds of things. And of course, you will get to meet John backstage.
Yeah, just listen for the national keyword and you text it to win. Super easy. 95819 is the number that you text. And what is the keyword for today?
Over. OVER. Text over now to 95819, and you are in for a chance to win.
All right, there you go. It's K100. Good luck. All right.
So you guys all heard that on Facebook Friday Live right there. Text it in. Patricia Wilson says that Joann Fabrics has Halloween decor out now.
I've seen it
It's
already
already
on
out.
the shelves. Yeah. It's kind of, usually you would see back to school stuff first,
Right.
but it's kind of taken, right in step there with the back to school.
But I suppose, what kind of back to school stuff would you get at Joann Fabrics? So maybe it's
They're always a surprise to me when I go in there.
Yeah.
I might be kind of surprised what
Pencils.
they
You
have
definitely can
available.
get pencils in there.
Markers, paints, any kind of
Notebooks. I'm sure you
crafty
can get-
stuff. Yeah. And it was always kind of a surprise to me when I was sending my children back to school, the need for things like paper towels and tissues and your plastic wrap. It was the things that the teachers wanted for the classroom. They got to be a really unique sort of a gift. So there might be plenty of things now that teachers have to provide in their classroom that they're asking help for.
So
in the
that's
way of
something
art
that's
supplies.
changed. Back when I went to school, you had back to school for yourself. You didn't have back to school for also the teachers.
Yeah.
Now you got to bring in like Kleenex and
Yeah.
Windex, and
Right.
Yeah.
small kids to
Mhm.
help. It's
All
like,
the
it's insane.
antibacterial.
Yeah, we get a
wipes.
list. We get a list of here's what we got to buy, and it's usually about $100 worth of
Yeah, it's like, dude, why
class.
does
Well,
school just give
well,
you
I
that?
go to
Why am I all?
my kids attend public school. Why are they? Are,
And the fees.
That's what I'm
is that
saying.
what we're paying for?
That's what
Are
I'm-
we paying for
no,
that
you're
in our
not paying
taxes?
for it. You think it would be paying for it. You're extra paying.
Right.
You are, because it's shocking how many fees are attached to the public school registration every year. And with that many kids, you've got 3 or 4 kids. It's a time of year you're not really looking at forward to.
Right.
As expenses go.
That's yeah, there's a lot that goes into it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see. All right, I got to show this video again. This is a fun one. My What the Redneck video. This is car launch 2023. I want to know when this started up.
Somebody needs to find out where it is.
Yeah.
And how do I get tickets?
Right. I
It
don't know
actually
if
doesn't
you
look
need
like
tickets.
you
I don't
need
think you,
tickets, but
I think you just show up on the other side of the
You're-
riverbank.
you
And,
lawn chair and you go.
Yeah.
but here it is. Check this out. This is hilarious.
And that's not it. And that one. Here one, hello. There she is.
Smash.
I mean, you're making fun of it. I'm like,
not
dude,
making
I would
fun.
No,
definitely
he
go
wants to
watch
be
it.
there too.
I would love to be there. I think it's hilarious. It's what I love is I love it. Not only just the cars, but I love the people that are there because they got their lawn chairs, they got their American flags out.
Yeah.
You know?
I'll tell you where my mind is. So I look at that video, and the very first thing I think of is like, okay, this is awesome. That's the first thing.
Right.
But then you think, how did this start? Somebody had to say, you know what we should do, guys? We should launch things off this cliff. Somebody had to think up of what was going to happen there
Right.
to start where we're
Somebody
at
got
today.
so mad that their car wouldn't start anymore. They just gave it a good shove, and I think
Launched
that probably
it.
started it off.
And
We've
then
all been there.
They had to find the spot. They had to. I mean, this is not something you just don't. It's not somewhere over, and you got to find a place to do this.
Right.
This is like an
Right.
event.
Well, and I'm sure somebody's got to sign off on it, right? That's got to be somebody's property
Right.
that they're doing this, so yeah, bring your old beat up cars and we're going to launch them. They had to figure out, how do we launch this car? Here's what I'm going to guess. I'm going to guess that it's something that's like, there's a ramp at the top and then it goes either
So
down
they
the
just
ramp
put it in
and it
neutral?
curves
So
up.
it
Yeah.
accelerates
And so that it I'm guessing the ramp sits up. It's all like this. Car sits up here.
like a giant Pinewood Derby ramp.
Yes, except that it goes upward. Well, it goes downward. Yeah, it goes downward, and then it like goes up at the end so that the car actually launches.
But the
off the side
amount
of
of work that doesn't just have. You had to build that.
Oh,
You had to build that ramp,
So,
right?
I mean, this is not something
a
that-
lot went into this.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I
this
would
is-
love to know. I'd love to know what.
I would love to have that kind of podcast. Just be like, what
Yeah.
How did you come up with the idea of launching cars off? I mean,
If anybody knows the secret, let us know.
yeah,
I
or where
want
it's
to talk to
at,
that.
or anything about it. You came with not a lot of information here, but you know what? That's fine. We could figure it out together.
Yep, that's so. Darla says we're a fan. This is going back to the school stuff, school supplies. We're a family of 5, and I'm on disability, and times are tough, and they want so much out of us for school supplies.
It's insane, dude. I'm
yeah,
telling you,
it's
this
nuts.
is just not recent, but I
Yeah.
remember thinking like, oh yeah, the teacher needs a bunch of like paper towels. I'm like, well, tell her to go to Target. What do you mean?
Right,
I don't.
right.
Who cares?
So I know that there are groups like Sylvania Area Family Services, and I'm sure there's more alike, but they have school supplies for people that are in that need. When times are
I think
tough.
the Rotary's behind that, aren't they? And they, or at least I
Um,
think they were in the past. Sylvania Rotary.
yeah, I'm not sure if they are or not. I can't. I know, but I know that we I'll have to pull up a video and maybe I'll put it up next week. We went to Costco and loaded up the truck with just massive amounts of toilet. Myself, Tom Regan and Keshna Jansen, both from Regan Insurance. Did I say Tom Regan? Tom Hudak and Keshna Jansen from Regan Insurance, sponsored from last week. We went there and just loaded up the truck and then donated over to Sylvania Family Services because they needed toilet paper to fit in there. But they still need things like And I know they're gonna be asking for school supplies, backpacks. $5 gives a kid a backpack with all their school supplies, pencils, pens, scissors, all the stuff they need. So it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool thing that they do over there. I'll have that up next week. I'll have that ready for next week as a good feel good Friday video.
It's crazy to think how fast school is going to start.
I don't even want
about a month out for a lot of places.
Yeah, I don't even want to be thinking about that.
It's bittersweet for me because on the one hand, I'm thinking, great, the kids are back to school. You know, that's always a nice thing. But also it's kind of summer's coming to an end. So, but we still have all of September after they go. I mean, usually we have a solid month of summer after the kids go back to school,
which is why it's crazy they go back when they do.
Right. Well, that's okay. That means I get to go out and enjoy myself.
What I want to figure out is why winter lasts for 20 months and summer lasts for 3 weeks.
Right.
Because it seems during the wintertime, it's just like not ever going to happen.
This has been a weird season
to Northwest Ohio.
Has been a
and
weird
now
season.
it's like, dude, we're talking about summer being over. I haven't even started summer yet.
I know.
It's
not fair.
There's so much I haven't done yet. And so I haven't been out to the islands yet. Haven't been out to Sandusky yet. There's a lot.
Are you doing Bash on the Bay with us?
Am I well, that's a great question. Am I doing Bash on the Bay with you?
Too. I think we got to figure that
that's
one out.
That's a great.
Yes.
When is Bash on the Bay?
The 24th and 25th, or 23rd and 24th
of
August.
Well, let's see. I think that's my son's birthday, so he won't mind if I'm gone.
Right.
That's August 24th and 25th.
Let me double check.
Is that what you said? That's a Thursday, Friday? I will definitely be there. His birthday's the 22nd. I can.
There you go.
We'll celebrate his birthday the weekend before. I can absolutely. I was at the first one. Did I tell you that?
Who was the first one? Toby Keith?
Toby Keith.
Oh, I would have loved to have been at that one.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Bet.
It was I had just started doing Guy in the 419.
Right.
So I was on Put in Bay. A former student of mine, her uncle owns like a lot of, he's the one that started Bash on the Bay.
Oh, we know him.
And he owns a lot of places out there.
You're talking about Tim Neese?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And
so you know Tim Neese's niece?
Tim Neese's niece. And he built that fire truck bar.
Yeah,
that's out there. Yeah. So we were on there and he happened to be there. So I started talking to him and I said, because she was helping me out with Guy in the 419. She was kind of almost like an intern kind of thing. But I said, your niece and I were talking and and I said, so what do you have? What is coming up besides this? And he started talking to me about Bash on the Bay. And he said, well, I've got, we got Toby Keith coming out. I said, that's incredible. And he says, yeah, I can, if you'd like, I can give you a press pass to get backstage. And outwardly I went, oh, okay. Yeah. Let me check my schedule. I think I can make that work. Inwardly, I'm going, oh my God. Because who am I? I'm nobody. Well, a press pass like blew my mind.
That's awesome.
But it was at that moment that I thought, okay, I can make this work. I can make Guy in the 409 work. So, but it was awesome. And unfortunately I didn't get to talk to Toby Keith though.
No.
What? You didn't go backstage?
His press agent said that he was not going to answer any questions. He was going to land. Okay. He's going to get dropped off there. He's going to go on stage immediately and then walk off stage and no questions asked.
It's an incredible story, but not almost as credible as knowing Tim Neese's niece.
Right. You're right.
That in and of itself would have made my whole weekend.
I had my question ready for him and everything.
What were you going to ask?
My question for Toby Keith was going to be, because I don't have the inside scoop on behind the scenes country music. Nobody, so my question was going to be, Mr. Keith, would you rather fight 20 duck-sized Alan Jacksons or one Alan Jackson-sized duck?
Interesting.
And I was going to keep a straight face as I said it.
Probably a good thing you didn't get back there.
And after, I think he would have liked that question.
That's so funny.
I think he would have appreciated a question like that.
Yeah, his birthday's tomorrow.
Toby's?
Yep, July 8th.
There we go. Happy birthday, Toby. He's probably watching right now.
I don't know about that, but
he's probably
he's definitely watching Tim Neese's niece.
He did a couple of pop-up shows this last week, and we were so happy to see it because he's been battling stomach cancer and it's been so hard on him. So to hear that he's well enough to perform,
I'm a
and it
big
wasn't
Toby
just like a song or two,
Yeah.
he actually did 2.5-hour shows back to back. So hopefully that means he is gearing up for tour dates again.
All right, you ready for the answer? Glacier View Retreat in Arkansas, held each year on July 4th, launching cars, trucks, and RVs off a cliff.
Who found that?
That's Nick Miko, our sponsor, our Midwest liquidation sponsor.
All right.
Nick Miko.
What? Okay, what is it again? Midwest
Glacier View Retreat, Arkansas.
You know it had to be in Arkansas, man.
It had to have been, right?
Glacier.
Alaska.
Oh,
Alaska.
Okay.
I don't know my abbreviations.
I was just saying, there's not a lot of glaciers in Arkansas, but listen,
who am I
to argue with the name?
okay.
I mean, they're launching vehicles off that thing, so.
I don't know. AK is Alaska. I don't know my
K100, Lynn and Marco doing a Feel Good Friday. Thank you for being right here each and every day. You can always hit us up with your Feel Good stories. We would love to hear from you. I know we got a lot online. People hit us up also on Facebook today as we do our show live. It's Friday Facebook Live, so if we're not here right away, we'll be here.
Yes.
Don't worry.
Jeep Fest is around the corner. K100 thrilled to be a part of it. And we're putting together something called Jeep Fest Moments.
We are?
Yes, we are. And we're looking for people, whether you're a Jeep owner, you're a Jeep enthusiast, you are a Jeep worker, and you've had Jeep have an impact on your life, or the festival have some great, cool, thing for you. There's a phone line that's been set up, 419-725-5997, and you can go ahead and record a Jeep Fest moment, something special to you. We're going to put these things together, and we'll be putting a lot of them up on the air.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Jeep Fest is going to be great, August 4th through the 6th. There's a couple of questions that we're dying to know the answer to. One of the big ones is, how does the duck fit into the Jeep? Maybe if certain people are listening. Could we look it up on Google? Maybe.
That's been a thing for a lot of years. And
why did it start?
You don't want to look it up on Google because it's wrong. It's like they're saying it started in Canada in 2020. That's so wrong.
No, it's been going on longer than that.
Exactly right.
What Jeep is located
It's been going on for so much longer than 2020, but the Canadians are taking control if you look at Google.
See, it's those damn Canadians.
Put out your wildfires first,
They're
and then
polite,
come in.
but they're trying to that's not it. So there is a different origin than what I'm able to find on Google, and I know it's been around a good.
People have to be listening to us. They have to know that there's, they work at Jeep. They're at Jeep. We have Jeep here.
Yeah,
what is it with the
How
ducks?
did the duck get started? Why is the duck a thing?
Yeah, that, and the other one, which is a little minor, it's one that I brought up, is you have a Jeep guy. We're talking to the guy in the 419 here. You got a great Jeep with your
Jeep
logo
Gladiator.
on it.
Okay,
Dude,
the
you're
logo.
awesome.
Huh.
I don't even know how you do it. But you do the Jeep wave, which is when you see a Jeep, you wave. And then my first question is, well, you have a nice Jeep. What if it's a Jeep, 2004 Jeep Compass? Are you waving at that? And you said no.
No.
So what is the limit?
Well, I don't usually notice Jeeps like that. It's more of the when somebody I see driving in a Wrangler or another Gladiator or anything that looks similar to that, they stand out a little more than somebody
Something
saying
more than the grill.
Right.
Yeah.
Or there's the logo on it,
Well, we just talked to Amy, who's got a really cool.
She's got a great Jeep.
Souped up Jeep.
Yes.
And you asked her the same question, and it was a fast no.
Oh yeah. Do you wave at Jeep? Now, listen, I love Jeep Compasses, but do you get a wave? I mean, what is the model that starts the wave at? You seem a little like it's a little hooty tooty there. Hoity toity.
Now believe me, I'm not hoity. In fact, and I am not the representation of Jeep. So I don't know. If somebody gives me a wave, now somebody was Amy earlier that said if somebody in a Jeep Compass were to give her the Jeep wave, she would give her a wave back with all 5 fingers, that's a slap in the face.
These are important questions, and we need to have the answer. So if you know, you should give us a call or hit us up on our text line, 419-240-1000. Where did the duck start? And then who in the Jeep wave, where do you cut it off at? So I'll be curious to figure that out. I mean, we live in the home of the Jeep, so but we are excited about Jeep Fest. Nevertheless, they'll all be downtown, and Scott McCreary kicks all that off with the big music. I mean, it's so good.
Big weekend.
Yeah. So we got all the details for you sitting right there at K100country.com.
Jody Johnson's got some answers for us. Hi, K100.
Yeah, so for the ducks, I think you just put them on their door just to give them a smile when they come out to their car.
But why a duck?
Right.
I don't know why. It's just a thing, I guess.
And I'm with you. I agree. Whenever it's called getting ducked, and when I've been ducked, I walk outside and somebody's ducked me. I love it. Because the ducks come in all shapes and sizes.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I got a Jeep too, and when I come out, it puts a smile on my face.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Love
thanks
it.
for calling.
Yeah, we appreciate you checking in with us.
Bye-bye.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Have a good day.
You too.
Hi, K100.
Yes. Hey, they're asking questions about where the Jeep Wave originated from.
Yeah.
That is from after World War II. The surplus Jeeps sent back to the United States, and veterans were allowed to buy them. So then when the veterans would meet each other on the road, they'd give each other the peace sign.
Okay. So how did the duck originate?
That one I cannot answer.
That seems to be a mystery.
Well, that's really good. So that's why that Jeep Wave has got the two fingers. It's actually a peace sign.
Yeah, I like that.
That's right.
I love that.
And the thumb crossed and two fingers up.
Yeah.
Huh. Very nice. Well, yeah. Thanks for checking in with us, man. We appreciate you.
Thanks.
All right. Bye-bye. K100.
Oops, I
Yeah, talk about Jeep Wave.
Yeah.
If you do not have a cool Wrangler, all right, I won't wave to you. You have to have something like I got. 3.5-inch lift, running on 37s, 10 grand to work into it, and then you'll get away.
So if it's a broken down Jeep Compass with no muffler, you're not waving.
No, I'm sorry, but I don't think a Jeep Compass is really a Jeep. Now, Gladiator, they get full respect.
Now those are fighting words, man. Jeep's a Jeep's a Jeep.
No,
man, I can only afford a Patriot. I should get a wave.
Nah, no, I'm sorry about that.
What do you think about the Gladiator?
I love the Gladiator.
Me too.
But a funny story is when they first came out, I was trail riding with my Jeep club, and somebody had Gladiator out, and we're going through these whoopty-doos up and downs, and he tabletopped it because of the long wheelbase and all four tires were off the ground. So what we didn't help them. We just grabbed our cell phones and started taking pictures of it and laughing about it. All right. Then we got them off. You
got to get the pictures first.
Right. Well, no, I think Gladiators are probably one of the best things Jeep has done in a long time.
Great.
I really love the Gladiator.
Yeah, me too. I have a Gladiator. I'm proud to drive it.
So yeah, it's all a good thing.
All right. Well, and do you know where you're in a Jeep club? So we have an expert here. Do you know where the duck came from?
Don't know that. Anybody I talk to has no clue about this duck thing.
Huh?
Now, did you hear about the Broncos?
No.
No. What's going on with those?
They're giving out little ponies.
Yeah.
From like the Little Pony collection.
Like My Little Ponies?
Yes.
Oh,
and that's what they're tagging Broncos with. I just don't find that highly manly. All right,
You don't want a My Little Pony?
Now, one of the My Little Ponies is named Bulk Biceps, so that's doesn't get more manly
but he has
than that.
Sparkles on it, so I'm with this guy. Thanks for calling us, man.
This is Dan, right?
Thank you. You have a good one.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Dan.
All right,
See you, buddy.
Bye.
Put in the My Little. Suppose I gotta have something. The duck on your Jeep is because it quacks me up that you bought a Jeep. Oh, Kevin Yarbrough.
One of the three Kevins.
Come on, Kevin.
The trifecta Kevins.
Thinking of cracking people up. You got a joke ready to go here in a few minutes?
Okay, now Shelly Winter is saying Jeep. She's making the Canada claim. Jeep ducking started in 2020 out of Canada, and I believe the Jeep Wave is initiated by the newer Jeep. No, sorry, Shelly. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying that it came out of Canada. I refuse.
No, me too, because that's what they're saying. 2020.
That's only
maybe
been
when-
the past 3 years.
And that must be when Canadians picked up on the trend, but it was a trend here well
right,
before that.
right.
Well before
Yeah.
Why does nobody know then?
that. I don't know.
We can't be the
Where?
home
When
of
was the
Jeep and
first?
nobody knows.
When was? Maybe it was like a practical joke. Like somebody had their kid's toy rubber duck, and they just put it on somebody's Jeep because it was exposed. You know, they put it on their dashboard or something. I don't know. I don't know. I'd love to know the origins. I do not believe that it was Canada.
I don't either, because we were in the Jeep parade. K100 was at that parade
Right.
before 2020, before COVID.
Right.
And it was a thing. We were ducking the Jeeps at that.
Yeah. So is way, and I just refuse to believe that something like that came out of Canada.
Well, yeah.
That's come on now.
I can't even believe there's Jeeps in Canada because it's too cold up there. So, for all of our Canadian friends,
Patricia
sorry.
Wilson says, my nephew said during COVID-19 it started to bring a smile. No.
Mm-mm.
I don't believe it.
Nope.
I'm
That-
glad I'm not the only one that doesn't know. Then that's good. Thought for sure I was like I didn't get the whole joke.
Well, I've got tons now. I've got tons because I've been collecting all the different merchants that are going around that have bought these ducks. So it's called Duck Hunt 419, and people that want to collect these ducks,
That's
right?
so cool.
Yeah, and people that want to collect these ducks, they can go to these different merchants, and they can buy. Not some of them you buy, some of them you have to purchase a certain amount of whatever to get your duck. Some places you just walk in and get it, like Toledo Metro Federal Credit Union. You just walk in there and get ask for the duck, and they give it to you. It's actually nice. It's a big glow in the dark duck, so that's pretty cool.
Nice.
But you go in and you collect them, and then during Jeep Fest, they're going to be on stage there. What you do is you take a picture with the duck, you tag them in it. Once you've collected as many ducks as you can, or the most, whoever has the most ducks, they're entered to win really cool prizes like a stay at the Hilton's in downtown Toledo. Get a night stay there. You got gift cards that are going to be given away, all kinds of different prizes. So really cool. And plus you get a big duck collection.
But still, we don't know where it started or how. And we also have to figure out what is the cutoff for the Jeep Wave.
Yeah. Kimberly Maxwell says, forget the ducks. What about the Easter eggs on the Jeep products? And that actually is pretty cool.
I don't know about that.
So on the Jeep, you can find their little imprints. There's a little 419 in the back of my Jeep truck. There's a
somebody just scratched it with a penknife or something?
No, they're Easter eggs, and so they're all over the Jeep.
They Easter eggs or are they duck eggs?
They're right.
Oh, good one. Maybe that's how the whole duck thing.
But
comes
they're hidden all over the place.
So what is it? The same thing? So there's 419s everywhere?
No. Like one, there's like a frog in the corner. There's one that's like a Great
know?
Lake. Because I have a Jeep City.
So you just were like, you saw like a Great Lake.
Somebody asked me about it. They were like, "Oh, have you found all the Easter eggs?" And I said, "What?" So
Well,
you can actually look it up, and you can find all the different, like under the floorboard, under the mat, under the on the little corner here. Just they put little symbols all over the Jeeps.
Sounds like you're making that up.
I'm not making it up at all. I will take pictures of every single one of them.
Everyone is the same.
I don't know. I don't know. I think so. I think it depends on the model. Depends on the year and the model. We'll have different Easter
But if
eggs.
somebody had an exact model of you, they have the same Easter eggs.
If somebody has a 2022 Jeep Gladiator, yes,
In the
it'll
same
have
spots.
it'll have the same exact stuff. Yeah, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty fun.
Ask my husband about that one.
Yeah, she doesn't believe you when she says that.
The Kimberly Maxwell says no, not all the same. Kimberly, is that no, not all the same? Like, but if it's same make and model and year, obviously same make. If it's the same model, same year, then it will all be the same, right? Or not? I don't know. I should talk to somebody else who has another Jeep Gladiator.
Kimberly seems to know what she's talking about here.
She seems to know more than me.
We've got somebody in here whose spouse works at
setting
Jeep.
the bar very low.
I don't know why you haven't. That can't be the first thing you asked them when you got married. Tell me about the duck. I don't get it.
Right.
It doesn't go back that far.
What about the wave? We need Chuck's answer on the wave.
We do. Well,
the,
we need to call
the way
him.
I have heard that from actually, so the guy that called in and talked about the Jeep Wave being coming from World War II. I've heard that on more than one occasion. So
but I mean, like, where do you? I need to know what he said. If you spend what if you spend? What if I got a Jeep Patriot and spend $10,000?
I don't agree that it has to be all souped up, But I think if you're just driving a Gladiator or a Wrangler
or an old CJ7
or
no,
just something. Yeah,
he laughed at that. He's not. He's not.
No,
about
I would. Yeah. I would say that. Yeah, you get the Jeep Wave. It's more of a respect. Like, hey, it's like a respect thing. Like you're driving the Jeep. You're representing.
Not a Patriot or Compass.
No.
What about?
All right, we got 30 seconds.
What about what is the other Wagoneer?
Oh, I don't want a Wagoneer.
Oh,
see, she wants one. You get the Wave.
Well, we'll see.
And God, I need a favor. Oh, dude, Jelly Roll's wife. Let me tell you about her. She's so sweet.
Oh, Lynn, we lost you.
Yeah, man. Jelly Roll, K100, Toledo's country music station. Just found out in Lynn's report. I've never seen you so excited about Jelly Roll's wife on tour, Bunny XO, and she is just going to be doing meet and greets with Jelly Roll and signing autographs. Isn't that exciting?
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm not going to be in line. Let's just face it. No.
She knows she's got a podcast.
That's what I hear.
Right.
What's it called? Something about
Dumb Blonde?
See,
Yeah.
I'm definitely not. Definitely
All right, listen, have yourself a fantastic day. We made it to the end of our show. It's a Friday Facebook Live. Thank you to Pat McCurdy, guy in the 419. Each and every Friday, we do Friday Facebook Live, where we cover literally everything from throwing trucks off cliffs to why the Jeep Wave started now.
You missed it if you weren't tuned in this morning.
Yeah,
Get it all.
you know, it's funny. You can go back and watch it. It'll stay on our Facebook page. Yeah, so you can see all the fun excitement we have. All right,
Have a great weekend. We got a lot of stuff planned. You're going to be out tomorrow. I'm going to be out selling some meat out of the back of a truck.
That's right. We're
Yeah.
going to be at Menards. I'm going to be at the Lavender Festival in Milan, Michigan. It's going to be a lot of fun.
That'll be good. So make sure you're here. So, of course, I'll be live on the radio tomorrow from 6 to 10. So thanks to everybody who hung out with us this weekend. We did not have a winner in the birthday wheel, so it looks like $1,020. Is that what it's going to be?
1,020 is record breaking. Genoa Bank and their generosity overflowing with this one. So hopefully we will give it away.
We'll give it away, but I don't know when. We have a lot of stuff planned for Monday when we come back as well. And now we do one last laugh.
It's time for one last laugh
We are just way too mature to find that funny.
on K100.
Your last laugh of the day is sponsored by J. Foster Jewelers. And today we count on guy in the 419, Pat McCarty.
I like how you just pawn this off on Pat.
I know it.
She takes it the rest of the time.
Yeah, she does. All right, Pat. Well, Pat, you have been selected to be the fun guy here today. What do you got?
Did it already play through?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Why is it a bad idea to iron your 4-leaf clover?
Why is it a bad
Why is it a bad idea?
Because you shouldn't press your luck.
Good. I love
Oh
you.
my
That's great.
All right. We have a theory.
Uh-huh.
There's a theory out here again from Nick Miko. The first Jeep was made in 1940, and the first yellow duck was made in the same year.
Now you're on to something.
So, okay, I'm going to investigate
Now
that.
you're on to something.
I'm going to investigate that, Nick. And thank you, Nick and Shelly, for being the sponsor for this hour for the Facebook Friday Live. I had fun
Oh, it's
today.
a blast.
This was a blast.
It's a blast. We look forward to next Friday.
All right, I'll have more. What the Rednecks and all kinds of fun videos to show
I love it.
next week. So, all right, we're ending the live broadcast. Thanks everybody for tuning in.